I think
when it happened as well, Jack like was gonna initially disinfecting it because it was like an open wound. Oh my god, I got so drunk to handle the disinfection.
is that why you're hungover
process.
now?
I am so hungover, man.
From just drinking a bunch of whiskey because your finger was hurting.
I had 4 shots of whiskey before I disinfected it and wrapped it up the first time, and then I decided why stop there. So I kept drinking with Wyatt until 5 in the morning.
Until 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
What were you guys doing?
We were just shooting the shit, man. Just
That's
talking,
amazing.
watching some Valorant tournaments.
Amazing. Did NIP end up beating G2? They were playing like right now.
Playing right now.
Oh, it's 8-6 on the third map in favor of G2.
Interesting.
But the first half was 6-6, and now G2 are on attack split. So definitely potential for them to lose, even though they're up 8-6. In fact, I would say they're honestly maybe likely to lose. I don't know. G2 are fairly good at split, though. I think NIP are too. Or they should be, because both of those teams were good in the past. Actually, I feel like splits should really be the worst map for NIP, because it's the worst map to have your AWPer play Sage. Because the Sage is required in
you think so? Sage plays mid of an AWP, right?
Yeah,
So she
but...
can rotate to heaven.
But she can't really rotate that easily. And that's not normally... You wouldn't normally play mid with the AWP in B heaven, anyway. I mean, you can, but it gets very easily readable. I think you got to get. I think you got to get very creative.
Chat, is there a doctor app or something that I can call? Can I call a doctor?
There definitely is. I mean, I don't know it, but there's got to be one. There must be a video call. 911. No, he doesn't need to call 911 for a fucking falling off fingernail. Pudding Kip, thank you for the 18 months. Worms with butt knows when. You actually already missed it. And Toxic Waffle, thank you for the 10 months as well. Matt, what's a way of getting like a web call with a doctor?
What do you mean? Why?
Bren's fingernail is falling off and is probably going to get infected, and like his whole arm's going to have to be amputated.
I think he's fine, to be honest.
You are lagging so bad.
Huh?
You're lagging real badly.
What?
I'll change it to US Central. Maybe that'll help.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, Matt? Oh, I think we just killed him completely.
What?
Oh, no. There we go.
No,
that fixed
I'm
the lag.
good.
It fixed it.
No, dude, Bren's good. Bren, there's a guy in our guild who's a medical student. Just ask him.
Yeah, do that. Great idea.
Why?
There's a guy in our WoW guild who's a medical student.
I have like this weird expat insurance, but
the voucher, the one-time use medical voucher.
Ask Dr. Disrespect, dude.
Dr. Disrespect. Okay, Furious Yama posted a link. I'll send it to you. It's called Telehealth for LA Care.
Honestly, it's probably a scam. I don't know.
All right, anyway, Battle for Texas coming on up. Here we go. I think this should be the best game of the week.
Best game of the week?
Yeah, I think it should.
Bro, just don't kill everybody's vibe for the rest of the week.
I mean, if it ends up being shit, then obviously it's not going to be the best game of the week, but it has potential.
Look, every match matters. You guys should watch this stream in the Overwatch League whenever it's on.
Yeah, but also, I think this will be a good game. Why are Dallas running ball?
I thought teams were going to run more Tracer.
I like the weirdness of ball, Sigma, Batiste, Brig with a Genji Ash. Why not?
It's like the double shield comp that people have been running, but instead it has a ball. I don't know. I kind of like it, honestly. It's weird, but it's kind of disruptive. It lets Doha dive, and it controls high ground as well. Uh-oh. All right. Doha Blade?
Genji's OP as shit, dude.
No.
See how fast this guy's throwing out right clicks?
It is kind of nuts, yeah. But he's a little bit overtuned. Oh, Blase going in for the blade.
Big
EMP.
blade. Big blade.
I think Doha's blade is a little larger than Blase's there. Why?
Debatably more impactful.
Why? I don't know. I think... Who did we all pred in this game? I think we were split 50-50, right?
Did I take Houston?
I think...
I don't even remember, bro. My predictions this week were...
I think me and Matt took Dallas. I thought that was what happened.
No, I think you and...
Houston,
No, me and Bren took Houston, I think. And you and Johnny took...
Ah,
or did Johnny
yeah,
take...
yeah.
Did Johnny
Maybe.
take Houston?
I don't think so, yeah.
You did, Matt.
I know I did, because everybody made fun of my predictions.
Blase Doomfist, here we go. This is what they need. This is what they need. Oh, Dallas are just not giving up on this point. That's one of the advantages of the Gamsu ball. Just never kill it. Just flies around the point forever.
Is it what they need?
Penguin Gamer
Means
2,
working,
thank you for
but-
the 22 months. Senna, thanks for the 11 months as well. This is the Asia meta according to head coach of Team CC. What is the Asia meta? These teams are changing comps all over the place. You mean the ball? I mean, I don't think this has been running APAC very much for the OWL teams. All right, Gamsu going back over to... They're running... What the fuck?
Winston? Who's
Winston,
that hero?
Winston has apparently been being played quite a bit in scrims at the end of this week.
Yeah, me and Johnny had a head-to-head last night where we were discussing that Genji doesn't necessarily need a nerf. They just need to buff Winston in a lot of counters because all his counters suck.
Good lord. Let's buff every hero in the game.
No, not every hero. You know what I would do? I would take a few heroes and just toss them in the bin.
I'm sure Team 4 appreciates that kind of advice.
Well, I haven't given that advice, but if they ask the advice, I would tell them I would probably take a few heroes, and now we put Chengdu in the Chengdu zone. I would make a new tier of hero that's only available in, like, I don't know, plat and below. And I would put some of those heroes that are unnamed in that section.
Put Ryan in a nursing home.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That was actually the funniest fucking tangent. Yo, Houston are actually going to win this. As long as Blase can stay alive here. As soon as Blase went over to the Doom, Dante was able to do so much work, and they've just clutched.
Why did they pull Echo out against this?
I don't really know.
Like what is that? Like, what is the purpose of this?
I don't know. I don't know why Decay didn't go over to like a McCree. And then Doha could have stayed on the Genji, or maybe could have played.
You could have played Sombra, like.
Yeah, Doha's Sombra is nasty good as well, so. Oh, bye-bye, hydration. Actually could be clutchable. They're clutching this. Blase going down is enormous. Wow. This really looked like Houston were going to come back and win it.
Yeah,
Well, okay then.
they're trying to throw that.
JYD 2020,
Next
thank you for
year,
the
dude,
5
when we're
months.
the coaches of an OWL team, me, you, and Bren, we'll just do our coaching exactly like this. We'll stream it on Twitch, and we'll watch the games, and we'll listen to Twitch chat on what they think we should do.
That's a good idea, yeah.
And we'll stream the comms as well.
It's the wisdom of the crowd effect, right? Like, Twitch chat can't be wrong. There's so many brain cells in Twitch chat.
Although Bren would get fired pretty quick because he would have like an assistant coach title, and all he would do is just play GeoGuessr publicly and then just be like, my thumb hurts or whatever the fuck.
Decay killed Blase, Hydration pinned Decay, and then Gamsu punted Hydration off the map. What a moronic series of events. Winner hosts the cookout.
Why not just go to an urgent care?
Because going to...
Dude, you can't be that beat up, dude. What'd you do?
I feel like going to an urgent care right now in like the peak of COVID in LA seems like a bad idea. It's like there's nowhere that's better for catching COVID.
If I wear a mask. Yeah, but then I'll lose my finger.
Well, you won't lose your finger. That's
You're
why
not
I'm
gonna
saying do like a
lose your
fucking
finger.
webcam call thing. There must be some facility for that.
Which finger is it?
Just amputate whatever finger it is.
My little finger.
Oh, no one needs their
it's a
fucking little
one,
finger.
bro,
Just
come on.
become the Yakuza.
Is it urgent care? Is that what it's called?
Dude,
Yeah, I
just
think it is.
amputate it and put it in the fridge and record it for content and put it on Plat Chat.
Good idea. Dude, urgent care. There's one pretty close.
The Zen Brig backline. I thought most teams would be playing this if they play dive, but I think I've seen a little bit of people playing Mercy as well.
Mercy?
I think some teams have been playing Mercy with Genji Ash to like damage boost.
Boost.
You damage boost both of them, so you get really fast blades and you do more damage with the Ash. I don't think that it's going to be played a lot, but I think some teams will try it a little bit. Oh, the blade on 50 HP. He's getting pocketed hard though.
I feel like Echo provides so little right now compared to what you get out of like a Genji or a Sombra. Like I just don't get it.
Wow, Jexa
Like,
used the
there's
sound barrier at the end of that as well, but they hold on. This is going to be the Outlaws, surely, right?
Yeah, I mean 60% already. This
should be able
point
to
is
retake.
just. I'm surprised more people don't complain about this point.
It is so difficult
The
to
fact that
retake.
you get it once and you basically just like auto win.
Blase was getting fucking hard pocketed during that blade. I don't think he needed the beat though as well. All right, Decay's got to go huge here. Paintbrush has already died in the middle of the rally as well, or at the end of the rally. Well, there's a GG play. The Dallas dive just doesn't make sense. Like trying to, I don't know, running dive right now and not playing the Genji seems like a nonsense kind of comp.
And we know that, like, yeah, like, Doha is going back to the hero that, like, we didn't see him do that great on.
Yeah,
like,
he was good on the Genji, but his
he was good on Genji.
His Echo was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't dreadful, but it wasn't great.
But, like, clearly, like, there's not really anything going on with it.
Yeah. They might turn this. Jexa's going to pop the barrier, but Blase now has to carry. And he's not going to be able to. That's 2 wasted sound barriers from Jexa.
And now you got the Mecco ball in play.
And they've used everything now, so this is actually going to flip over to Dallas.
They just throw this.
Yeah. Imagine believing in the Houston Outlaws. Like, how have both of the fucking Texan teams conned us into believing in either of them this season?
I was going to say, how egregious is that for us to say after we just put the Outlaws 4th in the power rankings?
4th in NA, yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually think that Dallas had some argument for being up there in like the 4th, 5th position too.
Is he stuck? Oh my god.
That's
Dude,
amazing.
Oh no.
Oh, great beatdown by Decay as well. Oh, let's go, Decay. Let's fucking go. My stonks.
Dude, repel. Oh my lord.
He got just, I think he was just hoping that Gamsu hadn't seen him.
What do you mean? You're hoping you didn't see him. His head is sticking up above a staircase.
Yeah, but only if he jumps upwards. You can't see him if you just stood on the ground.
He's fucking Winston jumping 1,000 feet in the air.
What was that stick? Dude, if that had resulted in a kill, that was one of the most stylish sticks.
I love how Bren asked you for urgent care options and then just signed on World of Warcraft.
Really? Is he going to ask the medical student? Bren, are you consulting the medical student?
I don't know what to do. Do I walk to this urgent care? I'm so hungover though.
No, just fucking ring someplace up. There's got to be some kind of...
I feel like people are too scared to go into hospitals or urgent care.
No, I actually think you're that's super dumb. I think people are actually going in with other shit thinking they have it when maybe they don't, and it's probably flooded with people.
Listen, I got a mask.
One medical. What is one? Apparently, my Drew is spamming one medical, which is apparently something that my.
What the trouble is, chat. Trouble is, my insurance is a weird.
But it's not going to be
Takes that one.
expensive.
Yeah, you make so much money, dude.
Yeah, you actually do make way enough money to be able to afford to not have your fucking little finger fall off. Like,
Yeah.
like there are some things that it's just reasonable to spend money on, you know?
Well, like it's not like turning
this- I
like
don't know
the
if this
whole
is one
your
of
whole
them.
finger's not fucked, right? It's just like the nail.
Dude, I don't know.
What do you
Yeah,
mean you
it's just
don't
the
know?
it is just the nail, but if it gets infected, then it would be worse. And you don't want it to
Oh.
get infected because then you're going to have to go into urgent care.
But what are the
yeah.
chances he gets infected though?
Pretty high, I think. If his nail is twisted around and I mean, maybe not that high if he's putting it in a bandage and disinfecting it regularly and stuff.
Charles,
Well-
do you think Bren needs to go see somebody? She's shaking her head yes. But I kind of wanted to say
She's
no.
shaking her head yes.
She's nodding her head yes. Yeah.
Wow, you are just a dribble.
What?
Your mastery of the English language is superb. She's shaking her head yes.
You don't really need to know that much.
Amita Burrito, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And Interstellar Burst, thanks for the 3 months as well. I'm not a fan of Dallas's dive comp here. I don't think it makes sense. Tracer Echo with a Sigma and a BAP Brig backline. I mean, come on. How does this make any sense?
I think people are just getting bored at stay at home and just trying shit out.
G2 won against NIP. Holy shit. G2 are playing this so fucking risky. They lose the first map in all of their series and then just have to clutch it back. Hydration pushing forwards. Gamsu rolled. Yeah, that's PTB has a very good point here as well. Ring the urgent care. Ask them if it's something that they would recommend coming in for. They want your money, but they're not going to tell you to come in if they're swamped with COVID and you've just... If they can just give you some advice over the phone.
Yeah, and you like fucking stubbed your toe and hurt yourself. Like they probably don't want you anywhere near.
It's a fucking gnarly wound.
Anything that can be described as a wound, by definition, should be gnarly, I think.
Well, why don't you put it on Twitter and have people vote?
Oh, the stick! Decay pulse bombed Dante.
I ain't gonna post it on Twitter. Actually, Kurt does have a 9-minute video of me like 4 shots deep, disinfecting it.
For legal reasons, they can't give you advice over the phone. There must be some system of giving advice over the phone. Like the UK has a phone line that gives advice over the phone specifically.
Didn't you go to med school?
Yeah, but I haven't seen it. How am I supposed to know?
Brent, send him a picture.
I told Bren
I'd have to
that
take my
he
bandage off.
should call an actual doctor and show it.
But you're a doctor. Well, you should have been a doctor, but then you fucked up.
Why not just call the NHS 111 internationally? You still have a UK number, right? You're still a fucking UK citizen. You're not a taxpayer, but you're a UK citizen.
I mean,
I think what we're getting at, Bren, is you have many different ways you can solve this, but what's preventing you from solving it is the fact that you're hungover.
well, I feel like I should go.
Why do you want to go in
go
person?
to the
Like, the
urgent care.
only thing that I am
Because-
telling you that you probably shouldn't do
That was
is
like
go
the
in
worst
person.
option out of all of your options, yeah.
Like,
I don't want to.
I mean, isn't LA...
I don't want to take off my bandage and take a picture. I need them to like look at it and then. Deal
But
with
surely
it
you're
there.
taking
You know
off
what I
your
mean?
bandage when you're disinfecting it anyway. Don't tell me you're dipping it in an iodine solution through the bandage.
No.
Right, so you sometimes have to take off the bandage anyway.
Yeah, in the morning.
Right.
I don't want to have to fucking re-bandage it again.
Okay.
I
That's...
kind of want to I want to go into the urgent care, take off the bandage, and then they just deal with it. They just handle it. Many whelps handle it.
It's like the worst option, though, for you to do. Like, COVID is like popping off here. There's probably 1 billion people at urgent care. And this is something that you can probably have somebody tell you over the phone.
Yeah.
Or like a video call, whether it's like something that actually needs to be done or not.
Yeah. That's my point of view as well.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, look at Doha. Oh my god, how did Doha get on this flank? Also, by the way, in the meantime, Dallas have swapped back over to a double shield comp with a Reaper, and now they're actually getting back into this. Oh, what a pin from Gamsu. The flux into the pin. Alright, comes down to this EMP from Dante. EMP, barrier. Can the Houston Outlaws steal this map away? All
Reaper.
eyes on Dante.
Come on here, go.
Nice hack. Oh, the hack into the shatter on both of the tanks. It's huge. Dante doesn't even need to use EMP. He's so smart. Nice. Well played by Houston.
Dude, hydration fucking Reinhardt. Save the day.
Yeah, it's better than hydration Winston. It wasn't even an EMP shatter. It was a hack shatter. Even better. Even better. Drew, thank you for the gifted sub to Porno Guy. If
Hey,
Houston
what's up,
wins, they'll
Porno
have stolen
Guy?
the map away from themselves. Oh, wait. I assumed Dallas had just won.
Oh.
I mean, I assumed Houston had just won. Yeah, they have. They have.
Yeah.
That was honestly kind of weird. Like, Note didn't stay on the point there to... I think that might have been winnable or clutchable for Dallas, but they all ran away from Meko's bomb.
Why does Jexay play in a jacket?
I guess he's cold.
I like how your brain goes to like the bomb and the ending of the match, and mine immediately goes to why does that guy wear a jacket when he plays?
Crimso's wearing a jacket too. Oh, is that a hoodie?
Nah, it's a
Yeah,
hoodie.
it's a hoodie.
Like a jacket like that's so uncomfortable to play.
Yeah, that is weird actually. Like the big sleeves on a jacket, they are quite weird.
Jeez, is Jaws growing?
Well, you think about it this way. Bren is sat down when he uses this, and Jaws has to stand up. So I don't think Jaws is growing. I think
Oh, okay.
it's just...
Yeah, you look like you went from what? I mean, Jaws on a good day is like 5'6".
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 7 feet.
He does look kind of tall there, actually.
He's enormous.
Not found. Thank you for the gifted sub to play Overwatch. Thank
He
you.
looks like he's standing on like a stage.
All right, I'm gonna go for a piss. In the meantime, Bren, just look up how to fix your nail. Why have you even Googled what you're supposed to do about a nail that's been ripped off?
He hasn't done anything. Typical Bren fashion. He hasn't done anything. Oh, now he's just left me alone with the chat.
Hey. Ah.
I think our recent victories against the Outlaws are definitely due to the fact that we have stronger players overall and a stronger coaching staff overall as well. And I think the fourth win in a row would definitely prove that we're the better team, and I think it definitely look down us, the Kings of Texas.
Whereas the Battle of Texas, we're going to Manchester to spicy words from Note, saying that they not only have better players, better staff as well behind the scenes, but
Hello? Wait, what? What happened to Discord? What happened to Discord? Why is Discord dead? It's broken for everyone? It's down globally? Oh my god. Wow. That's unfortunate. How did that happen? Okay, well, alright. Discord has just died then. Discord and Valorant both went down. You guys want to go to TeamSpeak, the official sponsor of the Overwatch League? I'm gonna sit in the TeamSpeak channel for the Overwatch League. I don't think it gets used anymore, but
Connected.
oh wait, it does, yeah.
Microphone muted.
Everyone's here actually. Okay, yeah. No, I probably shouldn't use that to do a companion stream actually. I'm gonna get out of TeamSpeak. Probably not professional to use the official Overwatch League TeamSpeak in order to run a companion stream, is it? Use Zoom? What's going on here? So this Discord thing is also affecting our like graphic stuff. So whatever is dead on the internet is super dead. Huh. So like some large server has just gone down that the entirety of some major cloud AWS is, well, the whole of AWS can't be down though. Right? Valorant is down globally? There must be some like segment of it that's down. DoorDash is also not working. Oh no. Jeff Bezos tripped over the cable. Well, thankfully, chat, the companion stream is still live and YouTube Gaming is still live. So yeah, there's nothing to fear. If you're a little Overwatch League fan, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Did that fuck up the Valorant tournament then? Maybe America is getting DDoS again? Yeah, possible. Possible. I just checked, it isn't AWS. Huh. I mean, it's got to be some kind of huge cloud platform though, right? Like the Google Cloud, GCP or something? Or those are the two biggest ones, right? And then what is the third largest? What is the other one called? Can't remember. Oh, Azure, yeah. Twitch is down as well? What are you talking about? We're talking on Twitch. What are you talking about? Discord is still working in Central Europe? Yeah, I mean, it's something specific to America, probably. Twitch is down? What do you mean Twitch is down? You're on Twitch. Fuck off. You guys are just sending me blank messages. Sids Pinkler, thank you for the 6 months. Fuck Pog Tasty, add Sadger. I'm not in charge of the emotes that are on my channel, I'm afraid. I delegated that to my moderating team, so you'll have to plead with the moderators. Blings, thanks for the 18 months as well. Thank you so much. Keep Pog Tasty. It is a very weird emote. I'm not sure I should keep it. Can you switch to Mixer? Twitch is down. Yeah, no worries. My brain is down. Yeah, no problem. Wait, how are the teams going to play without Discord? I think they all use TeamSpeak. I think they actually use TeamSpeak. Honestly, most teams use TeamSpeak anyway. Like, I think it's also the most popular option in Valorant, for example, and Valorant isn't sponsored by TeamSpeak. People just... because they've been using it for so many years, they still use it. It's got a good audio codec as well. Like, pretty decent, I think. And it's very controllable. I don't know what the word really is, but it's like you can tweak it a lot. That's why I liked Mumble as well. Yeah, I don't think TeamSpeak goes down as often because I think the servers are like separate and hosted personally, or like in specific places. Dude, Mumble was fantastic. We used to use Mumble in TF2. We used to have big Mumble servers that had like thousands of people in. Not thousands, probably hundreds actually. They were like 1,000 slot servers, so they could hold up to 1,000 people, but they would normally only have a few hundred people in. And you would just hop from channel to channel, just like chilling out with different groups of people. People would just, yeah. And then you'd all just group up in a channel and play some double mixes, play some in-house pugs. Ah, the good old days. The good old days. All right, let's pay attention to what's going on here, because Dallas are actually running a full dive comp here, but so are the Houston Outlaws. And this is more what I expected when it came to maps like Volskaya. I actually thought on Volskaya, to be honest, that people would be running Genji Ash, but still with Winston and Diva. Is dive the best comp right now? I think that most teams are going to be playing double shield at least 50% of the time, but I think we're going to see more and more dive coming in. Genji Tracer, interesting though. Rather than a long range hit scan or a Sombra or something like that. A very classic dive look, but you don't have the armor packs for the Tracer or the Genji. Yo, Doha absolutely fucking. But this is going to play much more like the old classic version of Genji Tracer Dive. Now that you don't have armor packs, it plays in a pretty similar way. Like, you have to allocate your healing correctly. Inspire healing is slightly better than the Lucio healing. The backline boop with the Lucio is pretty similar to the backline bash with the Brig. This is where the Outlaws get fucked? Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, you have Decay over Dante, even if you really rate Dante. Probably. And Doha's just been better than Blase when it comes to the Genji. And Gamsu and Note were kind of forged in the fires of playing Winston Diva. So, even if you really rate Meko, Hydration's got to be a low point compared to Gamsu. So, yeah, I think this is where you heavily favor the Dallas Fuel. And if Outlaws win, I mean, what's it going to be on the back of? Hydration performing way better than we expected, or Dante clutching, something like that. Ago Doggo, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you very much, everybody. I know that I haven't been streaming as often recently, but I still very much appreciate the support and the views, particularly, but also the subs when I do turn on. I've just been so busy with other projects recently that I haven't been able to spend as much time streaming as I would have liked. All right, Houston using a shit ton of ults into the back. That bomb seemed really well placed from Meko. Did a lot of damage to Gamsu, but he has been healed back up. Doha's died, so it's a 5v6 here. Dallas could still win if Decay goes huge. Oh, Hydration fed. If Hydration had just stayed alive, I think it's almost inevitable that Outlaws win this. Ooh, Crimzo uses trance, but Gamsu still dies in the middle of that. This is going to be tough for Dallas to get back into, even though Hydration went down. Decay kind of has to pop off. Otherwise, I think this is a first point win for Houston. Oh, and Repel kills Decay. Huge. Huge. Gotta be Outlaws now, right? Gotta be. Note's getting demagged. Yeah, this is just gonna be a win. Okay, good play from... Well, good play. I don't know whether I would really say good play from the Houston Outlaws to get that. Nice stick from Dante. But a good shutdown on Doha's Blade. And solid, consistent play from Dante. Nice bomb from Meko as well. Was curious if the draft buff week to week thing is continuing these next few weeks. I am no longer being paid by draft buff to promote their products. It was a 1 month deal. I'm still probably going to make a fantasy team for the tournament because I find it personally fun. Like, that's why I accepted a sponsorship with them in the first place, because I like draft buff. But I'm not going to do it every single week. And I'm not going to continue to promote it because, I mean, if you promote things when people aren't paying you, then what reason do they have for actually paying you, you know? Why Brig over Bap in this comp? Brig is better at being able to, peel, basically. You're playing dive, so your team is quite spread out. So I don't think you can get as much value out of the immortality field, but you can get huge value out of the armor packs for long range healing onto your Genji and your Tracer, and having the bash in the backline is really useful too. Surely Dallas are able to hold on to this. Maybe not. Outlaws are doing a good job. Blase and Dante working really well together, just finishing off these targets. Dallas are doing well at being able to just stagger on again and again, though. Okay, 117. That's way better than the Outlaws should have done, considering their general performance on point A. I think Dallas will be really disappointed with that. Why Zen in this comp? Because anytime you play dive, you almost need the Discord orb, because otherwise the comp just doesn't work. I mean, Hex is gassing up Jexa here, but I mean, it's just cleanup kills at the end of the day. It's the same as Jexa's 4K on Rialto, isn't it? It's just Jexa going aggressive at the end of a fight when no one can contest him because all of the abilities are dead and people are weak. So, Discord dead? Yeah, Discord died. Although that bash is nice. It was a great trance from Repel. Trance in the EMP. Oh, is it Cloudflare? Is that what's died? Wait, isn't Cloudflare a like an anti-DDoS system? It's a content distribution network. Right, right. Okay, Dallas on the attack. Dallas will be really fucking disappointed if they lose this map. They absolutely should not be losing this map. I think Decay wants to try and bully out Dante from this left-hand side and then get him in a position where they can try and dive over the point. Okay, Dante's been pushed off the high ground. That's the first point done. Okay, now Decay is trying to wrap around the back to set up for this dive. Okay, I like that as well from Gamsu. Push Blase off the high ground. Discord orb on him as well. They just need to be set up here. I like that they're playing it patient though, Dallas. Okay, this looks like people are going to be set up fairly well here. Nice dive. Great coordination. Wonderful stuff from Note and Gamsu and Decay. Good stuff. That's very, very patient, intelligent play from Dallas. They were slow and they weren't like amazing at it, but it shows that Dallas understand the basics of what they want to do. Just get all their players in the best positions and then execute the dive. Push a Tracer behind, take space with the tanks, push people out push their DPS out of position so that they can't counter dive you, and then engage. I mean, good teams, not the Houston Outlaws, but like really good teams when they play against Dallas will just turn up the tempo and try and make plays of their own so that Dallas can never get in position. But Repel looks so fucking oblivious there. He looked like he had no idea what was coming. Decay misses the pulse bomb stick, but it's a little worrying that the backline of the Houston Outlaws had no idea that he was there. Dive from Gamsu. Great blade as well. Just Gamsu making so much space for it. Only 3 up. Hydration goes down, and this should be a really fast cap here. Gamsu has died, but they have Transcendence for the blade, so even Blase isn't really going to be able to clutch this. I think this should be a win for Dallas. Early kill on Jexa as well. Ooh, Paintbrush does die, though. Crimso a little late on the trance. Paintbrush was getting pressured before the blade came out. He probably would have died either way, but... Gamsu pushing people away. No, it's died as well. This could be clutchable. Dante's done a good job as well. Dante and Blase, actually. Got to give credit to Blase, too, because even though he didn't really get much done, he distracted and pulled people's attention away a lot. Huh. Good work from Houston, actually. Nice defense. I'm casting tomorrow, Edison Matt. Monkey Meatloaf, thank you for the 9 months. I can only hope your new egg power hasn't resulted in deep fried egg brain during the hotter times of the year. I mean, I've been basking in the sun in California, and so far I have managed to avoid having melty yolk. Okay, a bit of a pause. Dante looking behind him, trying to figure out what the issue is. Why not play Ball if there's no Sombra May? I think Ball is just worse at being able to... I assume you mean for Dallas Fuel, do you? But, I don't know, maybe you mean for Houston? I mean, for Houston, maybe it makes more sense because Hydration's going to be more comfortable there. But for Dallas, I mean, the Winston is the better pick because it's better at being able to control space before you dive. Am I the gnome? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think I'm a gnome, though. I've never seen a 6-foot gnome. Is the pub quiz all done? Yeah, I'm afraid we got to the... Oh, no, actually. The final round of my pub quiz was GeoGuessr. So... I could play the GeoGuessr around with you. Pretending you are 6 foot. I am exactly 6 foot tall. Dark Bablino, thank you for the 6 months as well. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Glad you're enjoying it. Everyone disconnected from TeamSpeak and Overwatch? I mean, maybe, if they're having big cloud problems. You think Fusion play Alarm Brig and Boombox Zen or Alarm Zen Astro Brig? Probably Alarm Brig. I think if they're going to play a... Actually, I'm not sure. If they play a Zen Brig backline, I think they'll keep Funny Astro in, actually. Because you can't... I think sometimes you're going to want to swap over to sometimes you might want to swap over to play Bat Brig and Lucio and stuff like that. And I think that is maybe their more... I mean, it's definitely their more versatile backline. And yeah, I think the Brigitte is less... When you have a BAP Brig backline, the Brig is more important. But when you have a Zen Brig backline, I think the Zen is more important. So I think you would want to keep Alarm on the Zen. Isn't this the Chipsa meta with Genji and Doom being strong? Bruh, Chipsa's Genji? Dude, did you just say that a Genji meta is good for Chipsa? isn't his Genji like lol status? Like actually laughable? His Genji has a 44% win rate. He used to one-trick him before Doom. I've never seen Chipser play Genji because I don't watch his stream very often, but I just assumed that he would not be a good Genji. Bruh, if there's a Genji meta and Chipser is ever getting played over EQO, I think that we need to check the betting odds for that game. He has a 35% win rate last season on Genji. Well, that was before the buff, right? So, I mean, if he has a 44% now, though, and averages, what, like 51, 52? That's still pretty bad. What if it's versus Boston? I mean, you might see Chipser play if they want to play some Doomfist, but I don't think that the Philly Fusion strike me as a team that would really benefit from doing that. He's a top 500 Genji when he played it, but he ain't better than a pro. I mean, he's definitely not better than EQO, so I don't think that Chipser would ever play the Genji for the Philly Fusion. Is Chipser's Doomfist owl level? When we saw him play, he looked nervous. So I don't really think that he was playing at his best then. I think Chipser at his best is owl level. It's not the best in owl by any means, but I think it's owl level. But Chipser, when he actually played, it looked really nervous and didn't look like it was that great. I mean, I think that Chipser's out of the... Well, the weird thing is, like, trying to rank where people actually are on Doomfist is really difficult because a lot of players in the league just don't play it. You know? Like, or they've played it a couple of times, but you wouldn't really call them Doomfist players. Yeah, Philadelphia Fusion literally put it 100% of their resources into Chipser previously when he played the Doom, and he still looked pretty mediocre. So, I mean, like, he's definitely not a Sparkle. He's not Blase. He's not... I mean, fuck. Who else is going to do him? Doha. He's not a Doha. He's not... I don't know. This looks sick. This is so good. I've not seen this video. This is an amazing fake advert for the Summer Showdown. That's awesome. I love that trailer. That's so good. That's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. Chips is definitely on the lower end of the Doomfist in the Overwatch League. Absolutely. And it's about the only hero that he could play at an owl level, I think. So that's just the truth. 12 teams. One missing finger. Are none of the Outlaws wearing shoes? I think most players play without shoes on. I mean, why would you play with shoes on inside your own home? Do you guys wear shoes in your own apartment? I don't. A lot of players take their shoes off when they play on stage as well, just so that it feels more like they're at home. What? You guys wear shoes inside your house? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why? Saves you having to clean the floor? What? What the fuck? Like, on your carpets? You guys are just wearing shoes from the outside, tramping mud all over your carpets. Just because you don't want to be bothered to clean the floor. I mean, you wouldn't have to clean the floor if you just took your fucking shoes off in the first place. Oh, inside shoes, like flippers. I mean, so, yeah, I can see that some people wear slippers inside. My parents wear slippers because our kitchen floor is tiled. We have underfloor heating, but it's only we can only afford to run it in the morning. So yeah, I suppose you would run like slippers at some point, but I wear shoes when I'm working from home. Makes it feel like I'm actually working. That's strange as well. Indoor shoes, Crocs. Get the fuck out. Who is wearing Crocs in their house? Why would you do that? Why? Why wouldn't you just take your shoes off and be comfortable? Why would you fucking wear Crocs indoors? Like, do you guys not ever put your feet up on your couch or on like a coffee table or something? You put your fucking shoes up on there as well? Oh my god. I wear Uggs indoors when it's cold. Yeah, that's understandable. Some people wear shoes in bed. No, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that. Actual fucking animals in the chat. Yeah, you're right, Rosemary. You're right. The only purpose for Crocs is taking the bins out. Yeah, I can understand that. Like, if you put on some, like, slip-on outdoor shoes in order to go and take the bins out, yeah, I can understand that. But, Jesus Christ. Wearing shoes inside. Absolute animals. Good Lord. When I was young, I was always sleep with my new shoes on because I was so excited. That makes sense. That makes sense. We have couch shoes. You do not have couch shoes. Holy shit. I'm just learning so many dreadful things about my own chat here. Crocs are great for the garden. Yeah, if you want to just potter around the garden, yeah, fair enough. But not indoors. Is it okay to wear socks with slides? I mean, personally, I think that looks fucking weird. But, you know, Bren's a Zoomer, and apparently the Zoomers do it, so... My girlfriend has told me that she is taking off her socks and put on Converses before getting into bed. Why would you... What? That's just a recipe for disgusting, sweaty feet. Like, you're already warm when you're in bed. Why would you take off socks and then put on Converse? Like, if you're going to wear shoes in bed, then you should also wear them with socks so that you don't just stink the place out. Like, you should never be wearing shoes or socks, in my opinion, in bed. Like, maybe socks if you're fucking freezing. But that cannot be true. That cannot be true. My dad wears Crocs insides when he has to stand a lot because he has back problems. That's acceptable. That's fine. If you have foot or back problems that require you to have some kind of support and your feet are too bad to actually stand on firm ground, then I accept that. That makes sense. But if it's just because you can't be bothered washing the floors, or do you just think it's better to wear shoes inside because you can't be bothered taking your shoes off or something, that is fucking weird. That is weird. I wear slides in the shower, but that's because I live in uni residence and the only showers are the public ones. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I used to do when I went to uni as well. I would wear flip-flops to get into the shower. I wouldn't wear them in the shower itself, but I would wear flip-flops to get into the shower in the first place when I had to use shared showers. How can people sleep with socks? Yeah, I mean, I don't find that as weird. I wear socks over shoes in bed. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. No, I wouldn't wear the flip-flops in the shower. The shower is for being naked. I think it would feel very weird to not be naked in the shower. Like, have you guys ever got into the shower and then panicked and thought that you might still be wearing your underwear? I do that occasionally. Like, I feel so comfortable that I feel like I'm still wearing underwear. And then I'm like, I have to look down and be like, oh no, good, I'm naked. No? You guys never do that? You do that with your glasses? Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Okay, let me launch Discord again. Apparently it's back. Sometimes I do that with a watch. Yeah. Need I send you a Twitter DM at this current moment in my couch shoes? If you're actually wearing couch shoes, Double Dean, then yeah, send me a fucking DM, you weird freak. I want to... Oh, have I become
Hello?
deep voice again?
You hear me? Hello?
So I fixed it.
I have potentially booked an appointment
Okay. When?
at the urgent.
So you're just gonna go into urgent care?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, apparently they don't. If you think you have COVID, you have to go for curbside.
Oh, I see. So the only
shit.
people
So
that are
it's like,
actually
I don't
in
think
urgent
you-
care are the ones that aren't there for COVID.
I mean, that's what they're trying to enforce, but how do you enforce that? You don't. I'm just gonna wear my mask and take precautions.
Yeah.
Just gonna not breathe.
Yeah, that would be good. You could wear a full scuba system.
Mm.
I mean, they've got to be effective, right? Like a scuba system that all of your breathing is just internal. That would be huge.
Maybe.
Or a snorkel. Like, genuinely wearing a snorkel would be huge because you'd be sucking in air from like 2 feet above you and you'd be miles away from where everybody else is breathing. Because a snorkel is basically a mask.
Okay.
Because then also you could put the mask on top of the snorkel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could get a 6-foot snorkel. You'd be spitting straight up into the air. No, a lot of the water in your breath would condense on its way up the snorkel. And so you actually, I don't think, would be breathing out as many droplets. And you could put a mask on the top of it anyway. And then it's only better. I mean, wearing a mask is good, but wearing a mask on top of a snorkel has got to be better.
Okay.
So you could just do that. We can't even convince Americans to wear a mask, never mind a snorkel. Yeah. I mean...
Why didn't they just like make it? Why didn't they? Why didn't they make it so that if you were patriotic,
Oh my god, this is about to be Papega.
why?
All
Why
right.
didn't they make it so that like they should start an advertisement campaign, a propaganda campaign? I think
Okay.
that says the only way to be a true American is to wear a mask. Why don't they just do that?
Well, I think
Why don't they
that...
make it patriotic to wear a mask, and then suddenly people will they're probably going to wear masks?
I think a lot of the point of propaganda is that you have to get out in front of things. So it would feel pretty fucking obvious if they just ran a media campaign like that now. And I think that the amount of money required to start a campaign like that they're just relying on people being sensible.
Well, that's how you change people's minds, right?
Through
Like-
propaganda. Yeah, I mean, historically,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but Americans in particular, like I don't know, that seems quite susceptible. There's propaganda on every corner.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it would have been quite good to try and get people to wear masks.
I mean, people at the highest level of government were actively not wearing masks just while they were going around their day-to-day business because they didn't want to have the pleasure of seeing people. I mean, they thought the reason it got politicized is because wearing a mask is kind of like admitting that things have got out of control in the US, and they just wanted to pretend that hadn't happened.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we could have. You can definitely easily sway people just by using the concept of
Patriotism.
patriotism.
Yeah. Oh, Americans are
been-
suckers for some nationalism and patriotism.
Yeah, that would have been an easy clap to get everybody to wear a mask. Actually, if you just told them, if you don't wear a mask, you're a commie.
Actually, though, the fucking simplest thing in the world, if Trump had wanted to do it, is if he had just done every time Trump was out in front of the media, if he had worn a "Make America Great Again" mask, they would have sold like hotcakes. They would have been everywhere. And then the people that don't like him, they're generally speaking, are going to wear a mask anyway. So yeah, I mean,
Dude, that's a good point.
but I mean,
That's a real good point, actually.
but I mean, it became a politicized thing where wearing a mask was like, you were not wearing a mask because you wanted to showcase how much you don't think it's actually an issue. Like, because you think the Democrats are making COVID into a bigger deal than it is. And yeah, the WHO said that masks weren't effective back at the beginning, but that was before we really knew too much about it. Like, I think that was because they originally thought that it would become aerosolized very effectively. And it turns out that that's not the case. It doesn't pass very easily in smaller, very, very small
talking about
droplets.
the early shit about masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of America just doesn't really... I know this is going to sound like a really patronizing thing to say, but I genuinely think a lot of America just doesn't really understand how science works, to the point where, like, if you get updated information, you're supposed to change your actions. You know what I mean? Like, they're just so used to politics where you say something and you're forced to stick to it, even if other information comes to light, because then you would have been wrong, you know? And like, being wrong is really bad. But I don't know. I think they just don't really... It's not a country that takes kindly to people changing their opinions.
It's true, actually. The game is on.
Yep. The game is back. So Dallas are close to being able to full complete. Or I think they were in the previous fight. Doe's got a blade. Rally's been used. See if Decay can get some kind of... Oh, nice bash from Jexer, actually. Okay, so Dallas have had a bit of their momentum stopped here. Just because of the enormous pause, which I assume must have had something to do with the internet going down, right? Or like portions
Yeah,
of it.
probably the comm system.
I think the teams are using TeamSpeak though, aren't they? They're not using Discord.
Yeah, I don't know. Something must have gone wrong.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get some kind of dive out that forces the transfer, gets an early pick. No, they're just going to go in with the blade. Oh, lordy. Well, they forced out trans. Better trans for Crimzo. But they don't have any kind of positioning. Nice whip shot from Paintbrush. That was pretty shit, to be honest. Oh, nice. That's huge. I didn't realize Dante was behind them. You got to push. Hex and Joe's are saying the trace if you trace it doesn't matter, but it actually does enormously because it gives them all of this free position. Like, it's not like Dante's going to be dead for the entire fight, but they don't have to worry about Dante as they approach, which gives them much better positional advantage. Oh, no dice to the fucking Diva remake. Dallas just didn't pull off any kind of functional dive there.
All right, this should be Dallas's win.
What, the next fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Blase's going to have a blade, though, as well. If Blase gets anything with the blade, then Dallas have probably lost the push again.
Ooh, how's Decay got behind them like that?
1 minute. Wow. The fucking Outlaws are actually so spatially unaware. Oh, Crimzo got stuck. Huge play by Dante. This is going to be a win for the... Oh, wait, actually, both of the tanks are super weak from the Outlaws. Repel's been forced to use his ult. If Dallas can hold on and they push back in with Blade and Trance, this is winnable. This is a good reset for Dallas. Nice work just baiting out the Transcendence and the Blade. Houston may have thrown this. But even so, they're gonna... It's a best of draw because they can't cap with overtime. Oh, for fuck's sake, Dallas. How horrifically frustrating. Nice, Doha, nice. Yeah, I mean, best to draw is a horrible outcome for the Dallas Fuel, honestly. This should have been their map easily. They actually played this map, generally speaking, I would say a lot better. But their defensive point B was just horrible. Like, they just fell over when they tried to defend point B. Outlaws snowballed them. So now they're probably going to lose. Actually, they're probably going to draw, but... Notate the pulse bomb. Pog. Most of the time eating pulse bombs doesn't make any difference. But sometimes it can be huge. Hydration was first death in a lot of those fights, yeah. I think Hydration's still struggling with his Winston. If it's a draw, that's essentially a win for Houston. That pause is really unfortunate for Dallas, but they fucked up on defense. I think the pause still stopped some kind of momentum though for Renegade, because they were like getting ready to attack, and I don't mean momentum in like a literal sense of Houston were scrambling to defend, but Dallas had so much time on the clock and they were in a position to attack that like taking those pauses definitely hurts the attacking team more than the defending team. Yeah, mental momentum rather than positional momentum, which is a much more vague concept, I will fully concede. It's interesting watching so much... Oh, well, I'll talk about that afterwards. Outlaws are going to run the Rhine. Still definitely some decent dive targets here, though, for Dallas. They just have to worry about getting caught out. Hydration goes for a long-range pin and kills Paintbrush. It's just fucking dumb. I think Dallas is still going to win, maybe? Doa and Decay is so weak, but Gamsu and Note are playing really well together. This is so close. Okay, nice. Blase goes down. They need to kill... Oh, where did Dante go? Dante got out. Okay, there's going to be 10 seconds. Blase and Repel are both going to have ults. That could absolutely make the difference. Oh, and Note is still demeched. This should be a win for the Outlaws. Easy position. Crimzo dies. Blase... Oh, Repel gets pulse bombed in the middle of his... ult, but I don't think this is good enough. What a fucking horrifically disappointing map for Dallas to lose. What an unbelievably disappointing map for them to lose. I think they theoretically should have been favored there. Most of the map, they played a better game than Houston, but Houston won when it mattered. And at the end of the day, that's how you win maps. They snowballed into point B and got the cap really easily. And then they won in the overtime. Fucking Hydration with a long-range pin onto Paintbrush. Jesus Christ. You think Dallas's problem is Note? No. Note played fine in that map. Hydration is so much better than I thought. Was he? He fed a lot in that map. He's still a very one-dimensional player. I think it's more to do with Dante going fucking ham, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, he's making space for Dante and Blase, for sure, but it's still not good Winston gameplay. It's just that the rest of his team is able to capitalize on the space. Hydration is better than a passive Muma? Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by ZipChair Gaming, the official chair supplier of the Overwatch League.
Decay isn't carrying hard enough today. Yeah, I mean, normally you would expect a little more from Decay, I think. Honestly, the majority of when Dallas looked great on Volskaya was because of Gamsu and Note. Decay had really good timing. He just didn't go beast mode. I think in order for Dallas to win this series, obviously in order for them to reverse sweep now, but right at the beginning of the series, you got to think that Decay has got to outperform Dante. Like, he's expected to, but he also has to in order for Dallas to have a chance at winning. And so far, actually, Dante has been better. Yeah. Lexicon Devil, thank you for the 12 months. Supports are throwing so hard. How can you get pinned? I fucking know, man. It was just, like, why would Hydration even go for that pin, you know? It's like you're playing against the only main tank in the game that would do that. Apart from maybe Gig. You know, like, Hydration's such a not usual main tank that he just fucking pins across the map to make space for the rest of his team and happens to get a pick on Paintbrush. There you go. Crashmat, thank you for the 4 months as well. I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast. Blaze's Genji looks better than it has done in the past. Yeah, it looks okay. Decay overrated, I think. No. Just because he isn't performing like a freak in this match does not mean that he is, therefore, overrated. Tapan74, thank you for the 2 months. Dallas was doing much better with Closer. Yeah, I gotta say, I never understood the move for Paintbrush to come into this team, but I also wasn't a big fan of Closer either, so I could understand why they would experiment with the backline and see if Paintbrush made a big difference, but I don't think the Paintbrush has been better than Closer. I don't think he's looked terrible, but he hasn't looked good either. Yeah, Houston look at their best when Dante and Blase can play more dive kind of stuff. Linky420, thank you for the 4 months. Could you run the Brawl with McCree instead of Sombra? What, you mean like a... Wait, what? You don't normally run Brawl with Sombra anyway, so I don't really understand your question. Like, you could run McCree with a McCree Genji... Like, McCree Genji Rhine Sigma. You could do. Or you could run a McCree with the double shield with a different DPS alongside him instead of the Genji. But the long pause was because League admin coach Discord problem? Oh. Ah, okay. I see. I don't know where Mr. X has gone. Not a clue. Oh, it was Reinforce who predicted Dallas Fuel to win. Dallas did have some weird comps that they were running on map 1. Playing Ash, playing Echo Tracer Dive. Quite strange. Quite strange. I don't think Dallas played badly on map 2, though. I think they just... Do I? Well, I mean, I don't think they played badly the entire time, but I think they played badly at certain points and it cost them. The problem is that if Dallas are going to kind of throw things away, then it has to be on maps that they're not favored on, and they were absolutely favored on Volskaya, so I don't think they really have much chance of reverse sweeping here. Houston still don't look good. Yeah, Houston look okay. Your power rankings are boomed? Well, our power rankings had Houston above Dallas. But yeah, I mean, this is quite a different meta compared to having the Orisa in. I think this meta is directly worse for Houston, which is part of the reason why I predicted Dallas. Because even though I think Houston have been making improvements, I think that no matter how you play it out, hydration is probably going to look a little lost in this meta, but they've managed to make up for it.
Who turned it or what turned it around for the Outlaws?
Honestly, I think the Outlaws, they just play well together as a team. They know that they cannot rely
Some nasty little blade going on there.
but they're doing what they can.
It has been a close match so far, though. Either of these maps could have gone the other way. And for example, I know it might not look that when it comes to Volskaya, like how could Dallas have actually won Volskaya? But if Dallas didn't get snowballed on point B, then they almost certainly would have just straight up won the map. Or at least they would have had an opportunity to. It would have gone into another round. Look at that. Loads more hero damage for Dante. Decay flanking a bit more, trying to tackle the backlines, pick up kills. It's a stylistic difference as well, but I do think that Dante was able to do a bit more.
Usually I would direct all kind of tank-related questions
What happened to your finger? Nothing happened to my finger. It was Bren's finger. How did Paris and Vancouver look? Paris were playing... they were playing soon. They were playing a lot of Hackfist. They were playing a bit of Genji Sombra. They played a bit of McCree as well. They played a bit of Suno McCree. They looked good. They looked a little sloppy at the end of Havana, but generally speaking, they looked really good. Dante, best tracer in the league? No, I don't think so. But I think he's up there. But I don't think he's the best. He hasn't been the best this year. Didn't you predict Houston to come 19th this season in the preseason power rankings? I don't think it was 19th. Was it? It might have been 19th. We had them very low. I can't exactly remember where. They've improved a lot this year. They started out looking trash, but they've really improved a lot. Did we play GeoGuessr yet? We did not, Ball and Nolan. I don't think I'm going to play GeoGuessr today. NYXL getting one big house is pretty big. New York seems to be one of the teams that depend on synergy and working together in and out of the game. Yeah, I got to feel inclined to agree with you, Lib. Like, usually, I wouldn't put that much stock in them just getting a house together because, I mean, most teams right now, even if they're not living together, they're still able to, you know, they hop on Discord, they talk to each other, they hang out, that kind of stuff. They're playing in scrims, they're still reviewing VODs, that kind of stuff. But I think having them in the same area will help address some of the issues that they have been having. And for New York, it's not a matter of personnel, it's a matter of finding a style that works well for them and integrating Hacksaw properly and playing a bit more aggressive. So I think that will help. Yeah, Dante has been in the top tier of tracers, but he's not the top tracer. I would agree with that assessment. Wait, Decay is out for Onigod? Alright, what would this be then? I mean, do they want Onigod to play the Ashe? Do they think Onigod's a better Ashe than Decay? Sombra? But then if they were going to play the Sombra, then surely Doha would play the Sombra, and then Decay's more flexible, so presumably you would have Decay in it as well. We haven't seen Route 66 in a long time, so we have no idea what the meta is going to be here. It could be Dive, that was super popular at various points in Route 66. It could be Double Shield, that has also been pretty popular. So, I really don't know. I have no idea. Onigod Sombra, Doha Doom. Maybe. I mean, that would make some sense. That would make a bit of sense, but are you really going to be playing Hackfist on Route 66 the entire time? I feel like you'd really struggle to on B and C against some long-range hitscan comp, like a Genji Ashe. But maybe that's wrong. I don't know. It's very hard to make preds on the meta on maps where, like, first of all, I haven't really seen this meta been played very much because it is different with the hero pool and with the Brig nerf. And secondly, I haven't seen Route 66 be played in months, so it's impossible to predict what Dallas are going to do here, but it's going to be something interesting. Onigod can play hitscan? Yeah, but are there any heroes that you would rather have Onigod play instead of Decay? Onigod's best hero is probably his Widow, and I would still rather have Decay on that, I think. I just assumed when they were adding Onigod to this roster that he would only get used for double hit scan. Yeah, maybe it's something like Sombra where Decay doesn't ever play it. How do we know Onigod is going to play? I think they announced it at the half. Just peep. Tulunipai. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you very much. I haven't listened to the Tactical Crouch Reinforce episode. I have, however, discussed the same kind of topics with Reinforce and with those guys over the last few years, so. Soldier? You would rather run Onigod on Soldier than Decay? I don't really see Soldier 76 being played, and I don't know why Decay wouldn't have an amazing Soldier 76. Raucous is popping off on Twitter. Oh, God.
Of the match, I said Dallas is trash. That's
Dallas is trash.
I think they're carried by only one player, and they can't. They guys have
Marcus,
like,
you've been talking
sorry,
for like
you
2
okay?
hours. Dream just got here for 1 second ago.
We're here.
So-
well, actually, we can hear a little more from Ruckus while I enjoy
There you
this,
go.
this
The hometown
twister here. Yeah.
I think I'm not surprised that it's 2-0. I think Dallas is a trash team, and I think they're only carried
God.
by Decay. And when he's playing well, he's really
I
playing
dare
well.
you.
And he's really. I'm not afraid to say things that are on my mind. I think that we're just way better in every position. I think just it's Decay and his friends. So I give my.
Raucous thinks that Dallas is being carried by Decay and they're a trash team. That's a bit of a weird take, to be honest, because I think that Hydration has definitely not looked better than Gamsu so far. The rest of the positions are pretty arguable, but so far it seems more like Outlaws is being carried by Dante. Like, it was actually the team play was better from Dallas in Volskaya. Also, by the way that he said that, the way that he said that implied that he hadn't even watched, because he said, I'm not surprised that it's 2-0, but maybe he was watching, I'm not sure. I do think that Dallas are pretty heavily carried by Decay, like in the matches that they win. But I think that Doha has been better than Blase so far. And also Gamsu has been better than Hydration, especially when you can't play Orisa. So it is a bit of a fucking weird take to big your team up when they are not a strong team as well at individual positions.
Wait, what did Raucous say?
The Houston Outlaws are doing a companion stream on YouTube, and they are so Raucous. There was like a little clip where Raucous was saying that he thinks Dallas are a trash team. He's not surprised that they're down 2-0 because he thinks they're just carried by Decay, and if Decay doesn't pop off, they'll insta lose. Which I think has some element of truth to it, but then he goes on to say, like, I think we've just got better players at every position, and I don't agree with that at all. So I think there's, like, some aspect of truth to it, but it's, like, a classic Raucous take where he just is, like, way too black and white about it. Maybe it's just banter? No, it's not banter, though. It's... I don't know. I don't think that the Americans on the Houston Outlaws understand banter at all, actually. They truly believe what they say. They tend to live in their own little world, the Houston Outlaws players. They live in their own little bubble. What player would say, yeah, they have better players at most positions? Well, but you don't have to say one or the other, do you? You just, like, you can say that Decay carries Dallas without also saying that you believe Outlaws have better players at every position. They're not mutually exclusive. Okay. I think so far Houston won map 1 because they had a better understanding of what team comps to play. And Houston won map 2 because they had a great snowball onto point B. And Decay hasn't been popping off. Onigod on Ash. Really? Is Onigod really a better Ash than Decay?
Has Dallas so much money to spare?
Yes, the answer is yes, Shay. Dallas does have that much money to spare. They make very bad decisions about what players to pick up and what players to keep season on season on season, and they waste outrageous amounts of money. Yes. You cracked the code. Okay. Nice punish. That's actually huge. Onigod on Ash. And they're playing Winston Sigma Bat Brig again. I don't like this. I think Outlaws have a better understanding of the game. This reminds me of map 1 where it was really close, but Dallas just shoot themselves in the foot by running weird comps that don't synergize very well together. I mean, I can understand running the Winston Sigma to some extent because you're playing around big Earls. You want some ability to control high ground. Is Gamsu going to pop Primal? Yeah. That should be huge.
Dude, I just got a call.
You just got a call?
Just got a call and they said, yep, come on down. There's only 2 patients.
Oh, nice.
But my insurance apparently will not work.
Oh. It'll be like $200 or something.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it'll be that much, right? Like
No,
150 for a visit and then whatever on top.
Is it? When I went to urgent care, it was 200 for a visit. But yeah, if it's 150, then.
Dude, if I'm out of pocket a lot, listen, you know that stream's getting booted up with a donation goal.
Help fix my finger.
Yeah.
Wow, the blind blade up top, but a nice hack from Dante. The hydration going for another fucking crazy pin ends up feeding. This should be Dallas. As long as they can keep Doha alive. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's $150 just to walk in the door.
That's
and
that's
then
crazy.
however much on top of that if they need to do, I don't know, anything else.
That's a big fire strike from hydration. Okay, Coalescence should be big here as well. Can Gamsu get anything done with his Primal? Gamsu's got to try and turn this. Doha's so weak and he gets caught. What was Doha's positioning there? Well, they're going to be able to get point A here. Decent stuff from both teams, though, to be honest. Wait. They're going to... No. Dallas can't turn this. This was the day of last year's grand finals? Was it? No. Was it really? I don't think so. The first year's grand finals were in July. They were like the 27th of July or something. But then last year, they were in September. Or August. Was it August? Maybe it was September. Shark City, you get VIP for the day. Houston are wrapping around. But they can't really take control of the high ground away from Gamsu. Gamsu's going to drop, but he's so weak. Who does Gamsu think he's going to get healed by? Or Doha with a decent punish, though, with this blade. Because he doesn't even need the dashes. He was hacked up there, but everybody else from Houston just ran into his blade because they were trying to take advantage of the EMP. You got to be able to kill Jexa here. You got to be able to kill Jexa. Could be winnable here for both teams, though. If Gamsu... Oh, Gamsu just got caught by the self-destruct. He just took a fucking 900 HP to the chest. Dallas, though, are going to have an opportunity to defend. They can push back out with Rally. They've got a Flux to be able to work with. I think Houston should be trying to go aggressive onto Onigod as soon as they push out. You need to get on the payload here, though. Oh, they went aggressive on Note instead. That's even better. That's even better. That's really nice from Houston, actually. Great momentum. Winston Sigma seems really awkward. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Is it a good idea? No, it isn't. Don't think so. It makes some sense on point A, I think, but then once you get after point A, I don't think it makes too much sense. Onigod is going to have good sightlines down here, but Dante's building up to another EMP. Dante's been so good. So good this series. Definitely deserves player of the match. There isn't even another candidate from Outlaws, in my opinion. That's really nice. Hack onto Note just sets up more kills. Hydration playing aggro. Dante is absolutely pounding. Absolutely pounding. Yeah, Dallas are out of this. There's no chance. A 3-0, I think, is on the cards here. And incredibly... Oh, that's really nice as well. The repel... what do you call it? Repel Coalescence and just chunks down Doha when he tries to blade. This is really disappointing from Dallas. They don't have a good understanding of the meta, I think. And they're also, outside of Volskaya, not really playing very well as a team either. And then they lost the map where they played pretty well anyway, so... Pretty terrible showing, honestly, from the Dallas Fuel. Imagine believing in them. Imagine believing in them. I don't really know why Closer is locked away. I think they were just trying stuff with Paintbrush. Maybe he's a bit more vocal or something. I don't know. Baby Blue definitely should have gone to sleep. Definitely should have gone to sleep. No, Decay isn't taking another break. Decay has been just subbed out, maybe because they think Onigod has a better Ashe, but I honestly can't believe that. It's just incredibly strange. Stunned by how well Hydration is playing. I think Hydration has just been playing some of the most basic main tank gameplay that I've seen in a long time. I think it's just his team empowering him. I don't think Hydration deserves the credit, really. I think it's all on Dante and Meko. Actually, Repel's had a pretty good game as well. The supports in general, actually, for the Houston Outlaws have played pretty well so far, but Hydration has just been literally running in. Like, no matter what hero he's been playing, he's just been running forwards, just trying to make space and use space that Dante gives him with the hacks. It's super one-dimensional, but it's working because Houston are all on the same page and the rest of the team is setting them up for success. Meko's just stalling them, the idea there being that Hydration runs up behind them and pounds them in the back, but doesn't really work. Crimzo does die, but the whole of the Houston Outlaws is dead. So this is just huge momentum. Gamsu and Note should be able to take high ground here as well, I think. Or at least Gamsu, maybe Note won't. Is Hydration's basic level of play and the results is providing more of an indictment on Muma than anything? Yeah. I mean, I was saying for ages that this team needed a new main tank. Yeah. I think when you look at how Muma played, it was so... He could only play one style. And he forced the rest of his team to play around him instead of being adaptable. And it was just horrible to watch. And then he would sometimes pop off because he's trying to play a very individualistic style, and then people would be like, "Oh my god, he's incredible! He's the best player." And it's like, no, I think he's the main reason that they're being held back. But it was, yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway from this, is that Outlaws are performing well with Hydration. Like, imagine if they had a really good adaptable main tank to be able to play with. I think that should be one of the biggest goals for Houston Outlaws acquisitions in the off-season. I personally don't think it makes that much sense to continue to invest time into Hydration unless there's no better option. I don't really know who they should pick up. I mean, there's still a lot of time until next season, and you never know who's going to be on the trade market for next season as well. Okay. Pretty decent shatter. I'm not sure it's going to matter, though, because Dallas's comp can just take all of the higher ground and surround them. But with only got die in, there is quite a bit of missed damage. Oh, we're watching in a weird over-the-shoulder point of view here. What are we doing here? I think the observers were trying to anticipate Gamsu using his primal rage, but he didn't. And so we just ended up watching Gamsu from over his shoulder the entire time. Super said he would retire if he got traded to Houston. Yeah. I mean, that would be a tragic waste. OG? I don't think OG would be the right pick either. I think OG needs to be on a team that has a really solid system. Not a team that's fucking winging it constantly like the Outlaws. The Outlaws play by the seat of their fucking pants constantly. I think that would do worse things for OG. Turn him into a feast or famine bot. Oh. EMP Coalescence is so nasty, actually. What a weird combo, but it fucking shreds. EMP anything is a nasty combo. Yeah. Did Hydration just get rocked out of the shadow? I think so, yeah. Jexa uses sound barrier. A lot of damage being done there, though, to the Dallas Fuel. And Doha has gone over to the Moira. Honestly, I think that that's a fairly good play. Being able to get Cole and just turn a fight within 10 seconds has got to be huge. Why would Shock want OG? Shock aren't going to pick up OG. What the fuck is going on in my chat? I think OG has potential, but the Gladiators have not managed to get it out of him at all. OG has looked, if anything, worse on the Gladiators this year. But I still do think that the guy himself has potential. I think like if OG had played for Paris this year, for example, or London, or, you know, one of these other teams that has taken rookies and actually done a pretty good job with them of like forging a system, that he would look good. OG has had potential for 3 years. Wait, 3 years? Don't you mean 2? Wait, am I going crazy? Oh yeah, OG wouldn't get picked up by a Korean team anyway, yeah. But I'm just saying hypothetically, like the coaching structure is the most important thing. Who the fuck did OG play for in Season 1? Did he get signed at the very end of Season 1 to Dallas? Am I losing my mind? I thought he got signed in Season 2. Oh, he was in Stage 4. Oh, right, yeah, after XQC. I've just wiped it from my brain. I always forget about the non-playoff teams in the end of the season because they're out of the race. They don't matter anymore. He got signed in Stage 2 but banned due to boosting until Stage 4. Right. Console King, thank you for the 17 months. Dallas are slowly pushing this one forwards, but again, just... the comps are... weird. Has Onigod really done much in this map so far? I don't feel like he has, but I also have been... I kind of gave up on Dallas after their defense, so I haven't really been paying that much attention. I quite like this aggressive defense from Houston just to try and build up the EMP blade and take time off the clock, but Dallas are easily going to win that fight. If Onigod can get up a good sightline here, then could certainly change things around. We could be going into another round. But an EMP blade coming up here should really just finish things for Houston. Repel dies in the middle of Coalescence. The beat is used, but it doesn't catch either of the DPS. Hydration's weak. This is actually a disaster for Houston. This has gone about as wrong as it could have. They used both support ultimates in a desperate attempt to save that fight and got no value out of it. And now they've only got EMP Blade and they've fed ults to Dallas. So they've got the rally to be able... they've got rally and primal to be able to try and deal with it. Still winnable for Houston, depending on the size of the EMP. EMP, it was pretty big, a 4-man EMP, but Paintbrush had already got off his rally, so not as big as they would have liked. And Blase goes down. Super winnable for Dallas here. Doha with another blade. Does nothing, but okay. Alright. Dallas doing alright on their attack. An extra 57 seconds for the Houston Outlaws, but it doesn't make that much difference. I mean, they've got double the time, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to how well you defend point A, so. Houston throwing again? Yeah, Houston did throw away that final fight. Like they should have tied up this map already. Repel dying, and then Jexa using beat is a horrible mistake. I think. They definitely should have saved the beat. Outlaws snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. I don't think there's any way that Houston end up losing this series, though. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is just towards the end. I mean, I don't think you can watch this match, though, and say that you think that Hydration played better than Gamsu. I think you would... I don't know. You're smoking some shit if you think that Hydration has played a better game than Gamsu. But Dante has been god tier. On the Rhine, I think he did. I mean, Gamsu hasn't played Rhine at all, has he? When did Gamsu play Rhine? At the beginning on Oasis? Gamsu's basically just been playing Winston for the majority of this match, so hasn't he? Yeah, yeah. Maybe right at the beginning. I wasn't paying too much attention to Gamsu on the Rhine, so you might be right there. But somehow I kind of doubt it anyway, because Hydration's Rhine hasn't looked amazing. But yeah, fair enough. I haven't really been paying attention to Gamsu on Rhine, because I think he played it for like 3 minutes. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Glad you enjoyed the podcast. How's all the casting going? I like this aggressive defense from Houston, but they are going to lose. It's a nice try though. Like, it's definitely worth it. If you defend first, you kind of have to go for it just in case the other team goes for it and succeeds. Dante already at 71% of his EMP. I mean, what did Dallas do to counter this? I don't really think they have anything. They're kind of just hoping that Onigod hits some shots and maybe an Amp Matrix can do something, but at the end of the day, you are probably going to be losing to this EMP Coalescence. Okay, call to begin. Oh, and Doha just immediately dies. Meko and Dante combining together. They didn't even use the EMP. And they've already destroyed them. That's pretty bad from Dallas. But really nice play as well from Meko and Dante to focus together and immediately take out Doha. I think Dallas needed to make a play there, and so their players are in wonky positions because they're trying to force something. Because you can't just play the fight default because you'll lose. You know that the Outlaws are ahead on ults, so you need to make something different happen. Almost over. I'm almost free. Just go to bed already, baby blue. Doha has a 6 Sombra, doesn't he? Yeah, Doha's got a very, very good Sombra. Doha's best heroes are probably his Sombra and then his Doomfist. YouTube chat is so brain dead they're spamming C9. For that! What the fuck is this comp from Dallas? Monkey Sigma? Well, they ran Monkey Sigma to a pretty decent level, actually, on point A, but the composition naturally holds more towards the end of the point. So you need to run Rhine in order to hold it aggressively here. You have to. So Gamsu, this is where he's going to be tested running the Rhine. I like as well that they've changed Crimzo over to the Moira and Paybrush on Lucio. But, okay, let's see whether Doha can get anything done with his Sombra. And the Outlaws are actually going to run full dive. Full fucking dive on Route 66. Just to open things up. Is this just to scout and see what Dallas are running? Meko hacked early on. Gonna go back. What are they doing here? What? Why did Hydration just go ball and then back? I mean, ball into Sigma, not a great idea, but Hydration's better at the ball than he is at the Winston, so. He's hacked. Hydration's taken a lot of damage while hacked. Not really his fault there, though, to be honest. Oh, the boop! Doha must have had his translocator up, though. He got out. That was nearly such a nice play from Meko, though. I assumed that like Dante had found his translocator or something. But okay, Doha's at 62%. If Dallas can get up to an EMP and not throw it away. I mean, oh, what a shot. Oh my god, it's like the first time I've said his name since he got subbed in for Decay, but don't feed. No, for fuck's sake. Okay, right, back it up. You win next fight with the Coalescence, and then you still have the EMP for the final engagement. Just don't splurge your EMP away. I can just fucking see it now. I can predict the throw. They're going to EMP here, and then Dante's going to build the EMP in the next fight, and they're going to lose in overtime. I can fucking feel it in my bones. That would be such a Dallas way to throw the game. Because they've actually done a great job at aggressively defending here. Wow, Gamsu got slammed. Jexe just pounded him. Oh, great hack as well onto Crimzo. All right, now the question is, can they actually get back in time? Can the Dallas Fuel get back in time? I'm not sure. They didn't use the EMP though, so I didn't predict the future. But Repel has got to be here, ready to use his. Oh, the whiff from Note. Wait, but they used the trance. Repel panicked and used trance. He got counter EMP'd. He got EMP'd by Dante. Dante comes out with the clutch, but Dallas has still got the kill onto Blase. This is absolutely bonkers. Paintbrush with the better supportive ultimate. Oh, Repel through. Dante tried his hardest. Dante, actually, it doesn't even matter what Repel did, to be honest. But holy shit. That is a phenomenal finish to that map. What a phenomenal finish to that map. That was fucking... That had so many great plays from, like, individuals. They come out, no whiffs. Repel fucking giga whiffs. But Dante EMPs Doha out of his EMP. But they still lose because they can't overcome the sound barrier. Oh, so many fucking just mistakes on top of each other, and then a huge play from Dante. Oh. Dante and Meko have been the only consistently great players for Houston throughout this match, especially Dante. They missed the shatter as well. I didn't even see it. Decay equals the problem. I mean, what did Onigod do? He got a really nice pick onto Dante on the aggressive defense, and then he got another early pick onto Blase. So he actually did do very well in the overtime there, Onigod. But the rest of the match, or the rest of the map, sorry, I can't say that I really noticed Onigod doing much. We actually did that, Banter Life. We did a video about C9s at some point. I can't remember when. Oh. Dante is going to actually cry if this ends up being a reverse sweep. There's no chance. The maps have been so close that it seems impossible that the Dallas Fuel would win the next two in a row. Because even if Dallas are the better team on both maps, both teams are making large mistakes. Both teams have the potential for clutch plays, with like Dante on one side and Decay presumably coming back in for the other. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a piss, but I don't believe in the reverse sweep. But I am glad that Dallas got a map. I think they could even try and take it to 5. I just don't think that it's gonna go all the way. Dallas have just played too many weird comps, and their players. Like, I don't know. Decay hasn't been having a beast of a game. I'm going to go for a piss. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, we're live. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I kind of cut off there for a second. I didn't hear the water. It's fine. We're back. Battle of Texas still underway. The Outlaws with the Fuel taking Route 66 means they're still in the series. It would, like you said, Hex, before the break, it wouldn't be a Battle of Texas if it was 3-0 any zeros in this. These teams are so evenly matched. Like maybe Control was very. I mean, Control went to 3 as well. Like, but both all these maps so far have been super close. That last fight felt like Houston should have had that with a better EMP, but Dallas got through there with a better sustain, and now we will be heading to Eichenwalde, which I think you can see a lot of Sombra on. But with Dallas wanting to run Echo, it's a good Echo. Yeah, I don't mind the Echo pick whatsoever, to be honest. I mean, especially Doha, who's a bit one strange side. Try what he's chosen.
Wait, what's going on here?
Not only a Genji, but we've seen a Moira, we've seen
Wait, why are you guys saying Muma subbed in when Hydration is still in the lineup? What do you mean Muma's back in? Why are you guys spamming Muma? Muma's not in the lineup. What? Muma is in? Check Twitter. What do you mean check Twitter? Twitter. Outlaws. Okay. What? Okay. I haven't seen... What? Am I just getting massively... Oh my god. Oh, you guys are fucking dumb. You're just trying to give me a fucking debated L. That I should always just assume that you guys are morons. But sometimes, rarely, I give you the benefit of the doubt. And then every single time I do, you remind me that no, you guys are actually the dumbest human beings on the internet. Okay. I thought maybe, Perenegade, that they meant they had announced that Muma was going to come in if there was a map 5 or something. I don't fucking know. What does that say about you for trusting us? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you can't get fooled again. What is the actual quote? What is the fucking George W. Bush quote? Insta-lunch, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks. What is this leg day tweet? Imagine winning a fight with a 0-man flux, a 0-man slam, and an EMP that got hat cancelled. Yeah. Unreal. Unreal. It was a dreadful finish, but also an amazing finish to a map. Subs for every Dallas map win. Oh god, Insta-lunch. Well, those are the last subs that we're going to be getting. Alright, what's going on here? Houston are going to defend with Genji Tracer Dive on Eichenwalde. That's really interesting. I did not think that Eichenwalde was going to be the map where we would be seeing Genji Tracer Dive. Great punish from Meko. And Paintbrush is feeding? What the fuck is going on there? I'll tell you what, I have not been impressed with Paintbrush's... What is going on right now? Dallas are just feeding, like actually feeding. I think Paintbrush's Brig has been okay. Acceptable. His Lucio has been questionable. Okay, Onigod on Tracer. Where is Decay? Like, why? Wow, this has just become a bit of a clown fiesta now, hasn't it? They're all over the place. Gamsu's on ball. Someone was asking me previously, why run the Winston instead of the ball? If you run ball, you have no control over the map. Your Sigma is the only person that can actually push himself forward into the front line and control space. The ball can't do that at all. So I think it's just worse. I think it's just straight up worse to run the ball, especially into the Sombra of Dante now that he's swapped. Oh, the only reason why ball wouldn't be worse is if Hydration was playing it, because I think he's more comfortable on ball than he is on Winston. Oh, Gamsu, swap off for fuck's sake. Wait, what? How did Repel end up using his trance? This is just chaos. This is just fucking chaos. Doha uses Blade. This is dreadful Overwatch. Dreadful Overwatch. This really should have been the game of the week, and it is dreadful. And the reason that this is dreadful, this map, is because of Dallas. Dallas have been dreadful for the last 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes of inting. Blade has come out for Blase, but it got absolutely nothing whatsoever. Not even the slightest thing. And Dallas finally managed to collect themselves as a group and push forwards. Boy, oh boy. What a fucking catastrophe of a point A. Attack and hold. Meko, honestly, player of the game candidate. Meko and Dante are the only player of the game candidates. And if it's Dallas that end up coming out with a reverse sweep, maybe you could argue one of their tank line. But holy love of God, this has been some dreadful gameplay today, actually. Because it started out all right, and then it's just gotten worse. Alright, Hydration's primal, bashed, discorded, has to leave. So absolutely no value with that ult. In fact, he's gonna die. Oh my God. That's just bad. Okay, Houston have a chance to redeem themselves here though, because Dante has EMP. They can try and take control of high ground with Hydration and Meko. Get some kind of EMP from the high ground. Oh my fucking God. Gamsu on ball. I don't think the ball is the play. Oh, Crimzo's just been fucked on. Because they can't control the high ground. Because they don't have a Winston. Oh, this is painful. Pulse bomb kill. Repel uses his trance for the blade from Doha. So this should just be an easy hold for the Houston Outlaws. They shouldn't even have to use their EMP blade. So this is now a horrible situation to be in for Dallas. You got destroyed. And even though you have some ults available, they're not really the ults you want. Are they? I mean, Rally should still be pretty powerful in this meta. I just don't think the Gamsu ball makes any sense. You need the Winston to be able to control the high ground. Especially if you're playing a Sigma. You're not playing the Diva. I mean, you have to play Ball Sigma. You can't play Ball Diva, I think. But if you're going to play... If you're going to play the Sigma, I think you should be playing the Winston. Or rather, I think you should just be playing the Winston fucking anyway. So Note has used his Gravitic Flux and got up on the high ground position, which is really nice for him. Dallas have managed to push Houston back into a corner. I will say, why the fuck didn't Houston go aggressive with their EMP Blade to hold on to checkpoint B? Why have they held EMP Blade? Why would you play passive when you have a massive ult advantage like that? Why would you do that? How does that make any sense? Why would you give up on point B when it's your most defensible area? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, a stick onto Jexa here. I think... Oh, the stick did land on Jexa. I thought it caught on Meko. EMP and Blade. But it's... the EMP Blade has nearly caught nothing. It did actually get a bit of value. They still... Hydration still can't kill Note. Oh boy, oh boy. Only got kind of clutch there, honestly. And now a Blade available for Doha, but it's just going to get tranced or rallied. Okay, I like the rally engagement in, to be honest. Push forward, see if you can build up more of Dante's ult. Blase going over to the Doomfist here as well is pretty big. And maybe you engage with the Flux? Yeah, Flux. It caught Repel as well. Repel used Trance. Doha hasn't used his blade yet. They're just trying to disengage. Try and back off. Try and disengage. Ooh, Blase killed Oni God, but this is still winnable with Doha's blade. Doha kills Jexer. Can't really kill anybody else. It's a very difficult comp to blade into. But Mecho's weak. This is very scrappy. This is just all over the place at this point. Houston should be able to hold on to it because they have spawns. I think that, yeah, I was going to say Doha needs to swap his hero. I'd like to see Onigod move over to the McCree. Oh, wait, shit, what am I talking about? There's 5 seconds left. They need the Tracer and the Sombra to be able to contest and brawl. Oh, wow. Really nice fuck onto Gamsu. They annihilated Gamsu. Great focus fire, actually, from the Outlaws. Nice aggression as well from Hydration. Okay. It's winnable for either team. Like, when you get the payload to this point, Lord knows what's going to happen. Wait a second. Wait a second. Paintbrush is going to be coming back here with... Can they touch? Can they touch? They can. Onigod touch. And now they're going to beat and come back into it. Oh my god. How does Houston not finish things off? And they let Crimzo and Paintbrush get ults. And Gamsu got a shatter and a stick is coming out. What the fuck, Outlaws? Come on. Oh my god. This hurts me in my bones to watch. Oh, fucking hell. Onigod played well on the Tracer at the end of Eichenwald. That's what I'll say for Dallas. Onigod played well. He really saved the Dallas Fuel there many times. Playing the payload towards the end, the stick on the Jexer and then the kill on the Repel. I think he found another stick as well at the end of the fight when that all got scrappy. Fuck me. Houston looked great at the beginning, and then they just couldn't stop Doha and Onigod from touching. Like, the focus fire started out brilliant, and then it just fell to pieces. Fuel wins 3-2. Check HLTV. Oh, God. Yeah, Paintbrush had really good positioning at the end of that fight as well. Not running in to touch the payload. Just building up his ult. Platchat say Mayhem and Valiant look bad and then rate Houston at number 4. This isn't aging well, bruh. This is... Okay, we put Houston at number 4, but I said that this would be a worse meta for them. But yeah, I mean, it isn't looking good. I'm not sure who's gonna look good, though. Like, who is actually gonna look like a good team in this meta? Fuck if I know. Paris, Philly, Shock, all the classics, but then maybe... Don't even know. Don't even know. Only got a McCree, just predicting Dante on the Sombra as well. I quite like this, actually, from Dallas. This is what I wanted them to play on the offense previously. Blase has killed Onigod, though. But Outlaws have just lost. Oh, wait. Is Blase going to clutch this? Blase actually doing pretty well here. He's getting hard-pocketed by his supports, and he's managed to find, like, what, 3 kills in the fight? That's way better than he should have done. The spawners are coming in faster, though, for Houston, and they've got their coalescence. This... Oh, both teams have coalescence. Gansu... Oh, Hydration just pins him. What a fucking Chad. What an absolute ridiculous Chad. Onigod, though, popping off. Huge. Huge. Onigod absolutely cementing his... Silencing the doubters, and I'm gonna put it out there. I was definitely a doubter. Why the hell would you ever take Onigod, Decay out of this lineup? But Onigod's done well on Eichenwald so far. He was all right towards the end of Eichenwald. Maybe he just needed some time to warm up. Towards the end of Route 66, maybe he just needed some time to warm up. EMP, oh, destroyed. They spotted him. Wow! Oni got caught too many people, and Blase just deflected the Deadeye back at him. He took so long just from right to left. Paintbrush with another better sound barrier, though. Ults have been good from Paintbrush so far this game. Wow. To get a pick on Doha and then to fail the push afterwards is horrific, actually, for Houston. This could be a full hold now. Gamsu definitely showcasing main tank difference. I mean, alright, there was some argument that Gamsu's Ryan wasn't quite as good if you take into account only Oasis. But at the moment, I mean, Gamsu is fucking pummeling Hydration. So, Gamsu has been significantly better than Hydration on every main tank that we've seen so far in this match now. Doha has not been doing as much on the Sombra as I would have liked, but... Okay, this probably is not going to be a full hold. This is another good chance for Houston Outlaws. Blase built up quite a lot of his blade in the previous fight. They've got a big potential for EMP. Nice hack. Dude, Dante's so smart. Just double hack onto Gamsu. Gamsu can't really do anything, but he is being kept alive by the Coalescence. And Hydration is fed again. Oh, and they did nothing with the... They did nothing with the blade. Note has low-key been pretty good so far this series too, by the way. Both off-tanks have been playing pretty well, but they're playing very different roles. Meko's been playing the D.Va the entire time, and Note has basically been playing the Sigma the entire time, so... It's not an apples-to-apples comparison, but you could... I think you can be very happy with how both of these off-tanks have played. If Dallas reverse sweeps, Note gets MVP. I think it's only Gamsu or Note that are even in the player of the match running. But I think there's definitely an argument for Gamsu to be in there as well if they actually do pull off the reverse sweep. But maybe that's... Oh, that was quite nice actually from Blase. Blase immediately going over to a hero that he's good at and performs. Okay. So in overtime, Houston Outlaws are actually going to be able to cap. Can Gamsu get off the ball, though? It's fine to go onto the ball just for a last-minute contest, but you don't want to be playing it now. Oh, Onigod's just getting peppered down from Dante at the back, because for some reason Doha and Onigod have gone forwards aggressively, even though Gamsu hasn't spawned. Okay, now they can. They're going to drop aggressively on them? This is risky before Crimzo has his call. That was a bad move from Dallas. That was a bad move. They needed to wait until Crimzo had Coalescence. You can't... Wait, what the fuck? Jexid just got hacked out of his ult, I think. Jexid just got hacked out of beat, I think. I don't know why Jexid would have even used beat in the first place, but... Jexid threw it away. Wait, no, the beat actually went off? Oh, they just layered their support ults. Oh, fair enough, okay. I assumed Jexid wouldn't have used his support ult at the exact same time as Repel. Okay, Dallas with a massive ult advantage here now, though. Like, how does Dallas lose point B? They might just all get EMP'd. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice checking from Crimzo on that corner. Dallas don't need to go aggressive. They just need to dominate the position, find an early Coalescence. Oh, don't group up for the EMP. The bomb is so nice from Meko. Crimzo got hacked out of his Coalescence there. That's really smart from Dante, but horrible positioning from Dallas. They can still defend point B, though. They wanted to take an aggressive fight before point B. They can still defend. They can actually just push out of the chokes with sound barrier and then just EMP and flux and shit. Well, they can... Oh, they're going to try and engage with this. EMP. They actually got shattered. That was a really nice shatter from Hydration. That actually could win. That actually could win things for the Houston Outlaws. This is a scrappy fight. Nah, too many people died. Meko got booped off. If Meko hadn't been booped off, I think that enormous shatter from Hydration could have won the map for them. Or maybe not won the map, but won point B. Paintbrush has had a good map. 5-mapper. 5-mapper. Oh, this is gonna be gutting for Dante if they end up losing this final map. Dante arguably still deserves player of the match. Like, I think he deserves it. I think Dante still deserves player of the match, even if they lose this final map. The only... I don't know. The big difference here has been Gamsu over hydration. That's been the big difference. They need Muma? Fuck off. Raucous, Pepe Laugh. Raucous is going to be kicking himself if he's been talking shit and then they get reverse swept. Like, that's the worst case scenario. That's why people really hate talking shit in the Overwatch League, is because there's such a large potential for those words to just come back and bite you in the ass. Like, I think that the way that Raucous went about it, like, didn't make much sense anyway. You know, just like calling them trash and saying they have better players in every position. It's not really particularly smart or witty, but if you're Raucous, you got to think you're safe there, right? Like, you got to think your team's going to win. You're not predicting the Dallas Fuel reverse sweep. And even now, I still think Houston should be favored on the final map. Decay was obviously the problem. Yes, yes. Where did Raucous say this? The Houston Outlaws are doing a companion stream. Do you think Decay had a bad day? I think Decay had a normal... Not a normal day, because a normal day for him is actually kind of spectacular. Yeah, I guess he was a bit quieter than you would have expected. But with Decay, we always expect incredible performances. I don't think that... If Decay had been in the last two maps, I think they'd probably still win. I don't think that it's as simple as saying, Odegaard came in and carried, and therefore they win. They just had some crazy close finish on... Honestly, in my opinion, it's been Gamsu that's made the difference. The first map, Dallas threw away because they were running weird comps. And it was still really close. The second map, Dallas got destroyed on their point B defense. Outlaws did a great job of being able to roll in with the momentum. And that in the end was the thing that took it for them. Route 66 was fucking all over the place, but Houston threw that away. Houston threw away Route 66. Large choke from them at the end. They should have won. This should really have been a 3-0. I mean, if you accept that the first two maps went their way, the first two maps definitely could have gone to the Dallas Fuel as well, but once you get to Route 66, it should have been a 3-0. And then Eichenwald was actually fairly dominant for Dallas. Holy shit. Look at the Bad Pachamari tweet. Within the owl jungle.
In this tree, there is one of the most extraordinary plant predators. It's one animal that I don't need to sneak up on. Boo! This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move. That's what's going to happen to you if you live on nothing but EMP.
That is amazing. That is, I mean, that needs a retweet. Oh, wow. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. I just like hearing you laugh, so I stuck my head in here and started cackling.
Oh, that was great. That is actually phenomenal. Okay, we're going into Nepal. Decay is back in? Okay. I mean, I don't think that Onigod was carrying, but I think Onigod actually did really well on Eichenwald, so we're going to need to see something at least decent from Decay. We need to see at least an average performance from Decay. I think Houston should still be favored here, though. As long as they're not mentally out of it, Houston have shown... actually, I don't know. I mean, Nepal, you can definitely get value out of Blase Doomfist. It can be very good for Dante Sombra as well. Oh boy, oh boy. How do you access replays after matches? It's one of the OWL clients. It's the OWL replay viewer. But I get them before the general public does. So if your question was about timing, then unfortunately you can't get them that quickly. But yeah, FaZe Bernard, you can get them, I think on Monday, you can get, or maybe Tuesday, you can get the replays of all the matches from that weekend. All right, are the Houston Outlaws boomed, or can they hold on? Or is Decay just going to go beast mode? In a weird way, this might still be match of the week, despite how fucking Papega it was. Like, this might be the closest match of the week. It might not be the best match of the week, but it might be the most entertaining and the closest. The Fuel have never reverse swept an opponent in team history. The Fuel have never reverse swept an opponent. Holy moly, what a stat. A team that has been in the league since the beginning of 2018 and they've never reverse swept an opponent. They've just either lost or beaten an opponent. Alright, so Dallas are going to go for the double shield, but Genji Sombra. Alright. And Houston are going for pure dive. I think Dallas's comp should be better here. Because who do you dive? You have to dive Note, really, don't you? I mean, unless you can get onto Paintbrush, but I don't think you're really going to be able to do that. And Dallas can dominate the fight. Oh, Paintbrush has been discorded. He's in towards the back. Oh, but Decay is just fucking farming. He's destroyed their backline. Great counter dive from Dallas. They had all the positioning advantage early on, though, because they have the double shield. I think Outlaws should switch up their comp. I think they should immediately swap their comp. They're not going to, though, are they? The thing is, Dallas have got better ults in terms of snowballing, and they've won the first fight, and the Outlaws don't have a very easy target to dive onto. So I don't really see how the Outlaws come back from this. I mean, outside of Dante just going beast mode on the Tracer, which absolutely could happen. But I think strategically they have almost all the disadvantages here. You want a blade in this fight. Okay.
I go like 30 minutes and we're in a game 5?
You went away for 30 minutes. You've been away since Discord crashed in 1923. I think that's been how long it's been. You've finally come back, Matthew.
Holy shit.
Addison Matt, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you. Yo, this has just been a fucking clown fiesta, Matt. A clown fiesta.
I was like, I had to do something for a bit, and then I saw Oni got in, and I was like, what?
Yeah, and yet somehow they came back. That's a great pulse bomb as well to take down Note. Dante's just going sicko mode. He really is. Okay. Why did Doha use EMP? I mean, maybe it won't matter. Maybe, I mean, what's Doha going to play here, though? He's still going to play the Sombra.
Bro, is Hydration just showing off, dude? Is he a main tank now?
No, he is not. He has been hard feeding at some points in this match. Gamsu has been giving him the large main tank difference dick.
You fucking saying somebody's been hard feeding, dude. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, not compared to me, but
he just got the LH Cloudy special, dude.
Oh! I thought fucking Gamsu was going to get a pin kill and then pin another target there. He looked like he had pinned through both of the backline.
They just use the gladiators, so just use a speed boost and just fucking have Gamsu just run at fucking Hydration's mouth.
Yeah, Hydration got hacked and Repel just wasn't there with the trance. Unlucky. Dante still deserves player of the match for this game. He does. He just does. Even if Dallas get the reverse sweep, Dante has been a beast the entire time. His team is just I don't know. They just can't do
blade.
things. Wait, what the fuck? How did they not kill Repel with the blade? Nice. Okay. Great first round for the Dallas Fuel. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. No. Alright, it's done.
Yeah.
What is this Bren tweet? Oh, God. Off to a great start. I confused the nurse by telling her I took shots for the pain and she thought I was talking hard drugs.
What I love about Bren is just how he fucking wasted all of our times. He wasted my time, your time. He wasted the chat's time. The chat was looking up ways he could not go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And we told him don't go.
But apparently,
and then
Matt...
what did he do? He just went.
But there was only 2 people in the whole of urgent care. Because the COVID patients have to be treated on the roadside or curbside or something. So apparently it's actually fairly reasonable to attend urgent care if your fingers hanging off.
You ain't gonna convince me. I wear gloves to go get my mail from downstairs. I ain't going nowhere, dog.
That's fair enough. I'm not trying to convince you. You have no need to attend urgent care.
When they're like, wear a mask, I'm like, well, I'm not leaving my apartment, so I'm good.
All right. So Decay is now over on the McCree, which is something that Onigod was playing pretty well previously as well. Double shield. Both teams playing double shield. Dante on the Reaper. I mean, I can kind of see it. Like, it's a full brawl comp, right? Like, the Genji and Reaper are just going to run at you, but I don't know. I don't think that... Oh, the speed boost. Very coordinated. Paintbrush weak. Oh, hydration catches him.
It's like, I feel so bad. Reinhardt's been basically turned into just a large Reaper. You just fucking run him in there with the speed boost and he swings. Like, just provides zero other utility or necessary.
What is that? Hydration just got pinned so far out.
What the fuck was that?
What the hell happened to hydration? How does that happen? Dante kind of fed though, to be honest. Like he was a bit too aggro. But Gamsu is just giving them the main tank dick. That's what MTD stands for, by the way, in case you don't know.
If you replaced the hammer with shotguns, you would not be able to tell the difference in positioning between Reinhardt and Reaper. It's literally the same thing. You just go in and just fucking swing the hammer, dude.
That's the most fun, though. That's why I don't understand you saying that you feel sorry for Reinhardt. It's like, it is the most fun to go in there and just speed boost and smack people around and then shatter them.
No, the reason why
you want to be a big rectangle man? You want to hold your shield up all the time? Fuck that.
No, I don't want to be that guy either. Make it fun.
What a shot!
Jexay, oh my lord.
I gotta believe he was just aiming for hydration there.
They gotta get Boink off the companion stream, dude. Get him in.
Oh man, Raucus is gonna feel like a fool, honestly, after saying that everyone on the Houston Outlaws is better at their positions than Dallas when they are about to get reverse swept.
He said
Oh
that?
my lord. Yeah, the Houston Outlaws as well tweeted it. Like, he put out some shit talk in like their YouTube companion stream, and then, oh, the boop! Paintbrush! Sick boop! They've recapped, but it's not going to make any difference. It's not going to make any difference. They'll recap it in a second.
What do you mean, dude? You got Genji and Sigma live.
Actually kind of clean from Blase. Actually mega clean from Blase. Killed Decay and Crimzo immediately.
Look at Gamsu. Is that what a Reinhardt used to do? He's just roaming around looking for kills with his hammer.
Reinhardt has evolved.
There's not even a healer there. He's just fucking about on his own.
Look at this. Gamsu's going to pin him. Oh no, hydration! Oh, I thought hydration was going to pin himself into the well. What an absolute shadlord. Hydration has fed with grace in this match. Like, I absolutely respect the feed-in.
It's like Gamsu's shield is like that little red cape they would hold up for bulls, and Hydration just fucking dives in it.
Oh, me and Johnny are going to look like geniuses for predicting the Dallas Fuel reverse sweep here. There's no chance they lose. There's no way. There's 14 seconds before they lose.
There's
oh, wait,
always a
the
way.
EMP!
It's the Dallas Fuel.
The EMP got cancelled!
Yeah,
oh no, Dallas have thrown!
It's the Dallas Fuel. You can never, yeah, exactly. I mean, this is, did you expect anything else? I mean, this is vintage Dallas Fuel.
Come on!
This is the Dallas Fuel we know.
How did Doha's EMP get cancelled? I don't even understand. Was it Mecho's Rock? Oh my god.
Worried.
Oh my god. Houston back cap, but if you're Dallas, you leave the back cap and you just focus on the fight ahead. But then they lost the fight ahead when they had sound barrier and EMP. Oh, is this really the throw?
You can never feel good about your team's win conditions when it's like, hey, we need our McCree to just kill like 4 people.
But they didn't. They just had the EMP, and then they just run at them with the Reinhardt hammer.
Now they do.
Oh,
though.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But
now it's...
Hydration, taking a lot of damage, but that's an enormous flux from Meko. Oh, this is the throw. Holy shit.
Bro, look at these rosters, man. Imagine at the end of season 1, I told you that.
I don't think anyone can even touch.
No, this is gonna.
Oh wait,
no,
they can. Yeah.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh my god.
What was the shatter when he lifted everybody up and then he shattered?
I don't know. How have Dallas thrown this? You fucking dribbles. I mean, maybe I should be saying how did Meko clutch, because I think Meko stunned Dohar out of his EMP. But oh my god, what a throw from Dallas. At least that's what it feels like.
Like Gamsu is shattering nothing and the chat's just like bleed blue, like you're losing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my word.
That's classic.
Dallas Fuel have never reverse swept a team before, by the way, Matt. Oh, look at this. This is it. This is it. They barriered really early. It was a nice disengage from Houston. And then...
A rock?
Yeah, it's a rock.
Yeah, it had to be a rock.
Oh my god, what a clutch play by Meko. Actually, that's really well played by Houston. I don't... Yeah, I mean, I can't even be mad about that. Can't even be mad. Houston played that so well.
Could you imagine at the end of season 1 if I told you, yo, in 2 years, Hydration and Meko are going to be the tank line of the Houston Outlaws?
I think you were smoking some hot crack.
Gamsu is going to be on the fucking Dallas Fuel. You would have been like, dude, we need to check this guy out.
Okay, good start. Blase just goes for an absolute blind punch and catches nothing. And Dallas with that brawl comp with the Genji and the Reaper, and they end up coming out with the win.
I mean, that's as you do on Doomfist, right?
The Zarya from Meko, yeah, he moves over to the Sigma. The Zarya is only good if Blaze's going to pop the fuck off, and I just don't feel like that's
How the fuck did Dante get 83% ult charge in a losing fight that he was around for maybe 3 seconds?
Don't know, that guy's a freak, isn't he? Guy's an absolute freak. But Dallas are playing aggro, I love this. Dante actually deserves player of the match. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. Nominating Gamsu and Note is alright. It's acceptable. But come on. Dante has pounded this entire match.
He should be like... I want to say he should be like almost an MVP type candidate, but maybe you'd have to be a little bit
on
better
a 6 and 11?
Yeah, you probably gotta be better than 6 and 11.
Oh, the boop! What a great boop from Paintbrush. Paintbrush has turned up towards the end of this match.
Every player you've talked about is turned up. Who hasn't turned up?
Hydration has not had a great game. Repel and Jexit have actually gotten worse as the match has gone on. Blase and Doha have both not had great games, either of them, to be honest. Though they've had their moments of brilliance.
Somebody in your chat said AKM, man. Let AKM live. He ain't even playing.
Yeah.
Let him hang out.
Decay with the blade, but oh well, they actually force out the ult, so this is okay.
Blade kills 3.
Yeah. But they had to use the sound barrier for it.
Yeah, it's
I still
fine,
think
though.
this is okay for Dallas. Like, they can speed boost to point, and then
this.
flux and barrier. And...
Hydration's gonna hit a giga shatter. Dallas Fuel is gonna do something dumb. They're gonna come in. They're gonna sound barrier early like they did last time. Gamsu's gonna swing. Hydration's gonna hit the fattiest of all shaddies, dude. Watch this.
Yeah, I could believe it. Hydration goes for the huge shatters. Look at this. He's already going aggressive. He's already going all over the place.
He's fucking lining it up.
That's a great kill onto Jexer, though.
Enormous shatter incoming. Don't even need it.
Yeah. It was a late barrier.
Oh, it's huge.
Late sound barrier from Paintbrush. And they didn't keep Gamsu alive, so now they've just fucking crumbled.
I feel like nobody wants to win this match.
Yeah.
See, if I was the
Lord
commissioner,
almighty.
I would just come out and I'd be like, look, we're going to vote in the YouTube chat who should get the win. Because I don't think either team wants it.
Slam onto the floor. Note's gonna die. Gamsu tries to shatter. Does actually shatter Hydration and Dante while he was blading, but I don't think that's enough.
No, I mean everybody's dead.
Yeah. All right, Dallas have got a decent chance here. No ults available for Houston. Only a blade available for Decay. So it's gonna basically be a raw
Decay
fight.
may not even get it.
Yeah. But
the way he's played,
this is just going to be a pretty
die.
neutral fight. Both Coles should come online at some point during this. Oh.
You'll have meteor strike, dude.
Oh, huge damage. Huge damage. Nice hack as well from Doha. Yep, this is it. This is it. Come on. Come on, Dallas.
Yeah, bleed blue, dude. Pog champ.
Okay. Now, can they hold on or are they going to throw again? Like, it would require a throw of epic proportions for Houston to now win.
Dante should go summary up. There it is.
Because Doha, even though Jexa has the sound barrier, Doha's going to have EMP for it. So, Dallas are just set up for an easy win here.
What they should do is they'll bait Decay in for a blade. They'll hack him. Gravitic Flux.
The Flux is nice. Oh... Oh, Noah's died! Noah's died! Decay hasn't bladed as well. They didn't touch! They didn't touch!
Bro, you can't trust people that play in jackets, dude.
That is the most shocking match I have ever seen. That is going to go down in the history books as one of the worst matches in the Overwatch League. Like the closest, most dribbly, most entertaining, yes, but outrageously bad matches.
Dude, look at Gamsu's smile. He's like, I don't know what the fuck I just did.
Outlaws were about to clutch it. I mean, Dallas had mismanaged their ultimates. They'd lost Note, and... honestly, I feel so bad for Dante. I said this at the end of map 2.
What happened here?
They don't have anybody on the point, right? They're all focused on killing Note.
They had somebody that triggered OT.
Right, but wasn't it Dante and he got forced out? Like, Dante must have triggered the overtime but had to leave because he's a Sombra. Oh my god.
That was no bueno.
You should still give Dante player of the match. I mean, it's either Dante or it's Gamsu. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Dante and Meko tried their goddamn hardest to carry the Houston Outlaws kicking and screaming to a win here, and they flopped. God, that raucous clip is just going to be so memeable now. So memeable.
Hex looks like a little bit like Ed Norton from Fight Club, don't you think?
He looks like Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Animas, thank you for the 10 months. There is a planned karaoke stream at some point.
Jaws looks like he's forced into that room against his will. He's got to smile a little bit, Jack. It's all right. Maybe he's upset about the game. But
Diddley, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Jaden as well, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Instalunch, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. I can't believe Dallas got the reverse sweep here. And Merzbus, thank you for the 5 gifted.
More than really good games.
It was entertaining. It was absolutely entertaining.
Yeah, like those games are so fun because nothing makes sense the entire time.
It just makes you want to mold out of control.
I love casting them because I'm supposed to try and make sense of whatever the fuck's going on, and sometimes I'm just like,
Jasperius!
They have no clue what's going on.
Jasperius, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Installation Jasperius, thank you so much for 10 gifteds, and Merzbuzz as well with 5. Oh, god damn, any dodges in the chat? That's the first time that the Dallas Fuel has reverse swept a team in the Overwatch League. This is what it looked like at the end. This is a Matt Marcel tweet. Never doubt the ability of a Texas team to find new depths of fan misery. Blase was about to use his ult to touch the point. And he just wasn't quick enough.
It's just a bit unlucky, to be honest.
The thing is, as well, Jexa can't really touch. Like, you can't have your Lucio touch in this position because you need to hold the beat for the rest of your team so that it gets the blade. So that it gets, I don't know. I mean, the beat maybe isn't even that useful anyway because AVMP, but I don't know. I can understand why Jexa would be playing with the rest of his team. Oh, God.
Dude, they were going to do it.
They were very close.
That was going to be a win.
Why couldn't Dante touch? Dante did touch. Dante had just had to leave. I think Dante touched first, then he had to translocate out because he was weak. And then Blase needed to touch. But he was too busy killing Note. He thought that he could kill Note and then still touch the point.
Yeah, like... Because you know what would have happened is they would have got to the point, Doha would have EMP'd, and then they would have just sound barriered around the corner, and when they bladed, they would have lived, and they would have won with the Doom on the point. That's
Note gets player of the match, which I don't think is a terrible choice, but I would have rather given it to Gamsu or Dante.
No, I think Note wins it because he typed "oh no" in the chat, and it was pretty funny. I think that pushes him over the top.
Holy fuck. What a match. What a unbelievable match.
Maybe it's maybe people just aren't adjusted to playing on Fridays.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Oh God, what a game. I said that would be if that's the game of the week, I don't want to watch any of the other games. That can't be the game of the week. There's got to be better games. There just simply has to be. Morphe, thank you for the 17 months. Thank you for the 100 bits as well, man, Mick. What was the series? I don't know. I don't know.
There's no way.
Bree the Pirate Queen, thank you for the 13 months, and thanks for the bits, everybody else as well. Oh,
dude,
London Christ
Guangzhou
almighty.
will be good.
It should be good, actually, yeah. Spark playing against Seoul, that could be good.
Oh my days. Vancouver Gladiators, Justice Defiance, Shock of Boston. Oh no.
Well, this one's going up on YouTube.
What's going on YouTube?
This companion stream, it was just an absolute Papega clap warfare, wasn't it? It was...
Chat, you know, when Josh uses me and Bren in these thumbnails, he doesn't give us a dime. He keeps all the money for himself, and he's so rich already.
You think people are coming to watch my videos because they see your face? I think it actually turns people off.
What? Yeah, he says eat the rich. He's trying to throw you guys off. What you don't know is this is just one room that he's in his 5-bedroom apartment.
A 5-bedroom apartment in LA. You would have to be fucking a millionaire.
Yeah, I mean, you make $1 million on a video.
Holy shit. Oh god. Rename the Battle of Texas to the Texas Throwdown. Yeah. That actually works in so many ways.
I mean...
Holy fuck.
That was just an experience.
It really was. Yeah, Paintbrush did have a good match. He got better as the series went on, Supreme Leader Boa. Yep. I think Gamsu was the biggest difference maker, though. The tank line of the Dallas Fuel outplayed their opponents, but Meko was good. So the biggest difference was Gamsu just...
What, not
getting
another team?
Yeah, basically. Just setting up.
Is that where we're at? We're kind of being like, oh man, that guy was good because he didn't just feed his face off?
In this match, yes. God, Dante played so well. I'm so sad for Dante. I'm so angry that Dante and Meko didn't get this win. Holy shit.
Dude, Dante should just go to the Shock.
Actually, though, well, no, I think that, I mean, the only hero he would really get played for is, I guess his Sombra and his Genji would both get playtime at the Shock, actually. If he went back to the Shock. I don't know. I think Houston's a good team for Dante. I think he just needs...
They're not bad, the Outlaws. We ranked
no, they're
them
not.
4th overall.
They're not bad. This meta doesn't work very well for them because Hydration can't play the Orisa, but god damn do they still make so many mistakes. They need a main tank. Next year, they need a fucking main tank. They need to buy a main tank from another team.
What about Miro?
Yeah, what about Ryuje Hong?
Kaiser.
Oh,
Dude,
Lordy.
bring in Arhan as the tank. Yeah, I like that. Dude, what about Fisher, dude?
Fissure on the Outlaws. Oh, Lord almighty.
Do you think hydration's that bad on the tank, though? I think he's got potential.
I don't think it makes sense to invest a bunch of time in getting hydration up to the level of the other Owl main tanks when you could just pick up another Owl main tank and then work on getting them better.
Hydration's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is. And also, I don't want to shit on Hydration because, like, he's done so well for a DPS player that has been thrown in the main tank role. But he just isn't as good as other main tanks in the league. Like, I'm not saying that... Like, Gamsu is not at the top of the league in terms of his tank gameplay. And he just rolled Hydration around so many times in this match.